Princess Ivy speak for the Illusian throne. I will now take your lives, your souls, and the rings.
I underestimated how far you could get into Brodian territory, Princess Ivy.
My soldiers are on the way. Now, I will give you a chance to surrender before they arrive.
Oh, I'm itching for that fight.
Father, go back to the castle.
What? Why?
If something happened to you, our country would be devastated. Please, leave this to us.
Right. Why should the king get a say in the matter? I'll do as you ask. But, Diamant, Alchrist, don't you dare get killed.
We won't.
Well, we'll try not to.
You must be the Divine Dragon.
That's right.
You really are as stunning as my sister said. I'm pleased to meet you. As is my ring.
But that's...
The ring of the Sage Lord. A gift from my father. With its power, I am sorry to say, I must kill you.
I won't let that happen. It's you who will fall, Princess Ivy.
You won't surrender then? In that case, my forces will prepare for battle.
As will ours.
I'll stop at nothing to get those rings back.
What a pleasure it is to see you up close, Divine One.
That ring should be in Lithos Castle. Return it.
If I say no, will you come nearer?
It's over, Princess Ivy. Surrender.
I will not. There is more for me to do.
No! Father!
Come on, Diamant. There's still time to rescue him.
You have lost this battle, former King of Brodia.
Well, he's not getting any lighter. Come on.
We know what to do, Your Majesty. See you later.
My father. They're trying to take him away!
We won't let them.
So you say, but you are wrong.
Princess Ivy.
Whatever the cost, you will hold them here, child.
Yes.
Oh, and Ivy. Don't forget that ring was given to you by our Lord Sombron. Your failure to protect it was a grievous one. It is your duty to reclaim the ring now. I take my leave to Illusia. Do not fail me again.
So, you want me to buy time for you as I die here? Very well. I die for you, Father.
You're not going to stop us.
We have to get King Morian back from them right now. We have to.
You've won. Please. Kill me.
No. I will not take your life.
Don't be naive. If I live, what's to stop me from hunting you down?
You can't return to Illusia after this. Your kingdom's through with you.
What gives you that idea?
If King Hyacinth had wanted you to survive, he would have given you an emblem ring. Besides, he had no need to stall us. The weather alone would have slowed us down. I don't understand it, but... the king used you. He never meant for you to survive.
I suppose you're right.
Your father has already sacrificed your life. I won't do the same.
You will not grant me the release of death. How cruel, but... you are my deity, and I respect your will. Could I ask you to forget that?
All right.
In exchange, I offer information. I will tell you where King Morian is being taken, and why.
Well, out with it.
My father intends to perform a ritual that will restore the Fell Dragon's power.
A ritual?
You see, though the Fell Dragon has been freed, his abilities are diminished. Imprisonment drained him. He is exhausted and can't transform into a dragon. Ideally, he would have all 12 rings, but securing them will take time. In the interim, Sombron decided to temporarily regain his powers through an ancient ritual, in which he consumed sovereign blood.
You can't mean my father.
But then, King Morian...
Yes. My father took him as an offering to Sombron. That was his aim from the start.
That's horrific.
The ritual will take place at Destinia Cathedral. You must hurry. And do be careful. Since the fell dragon's return, Father has not been himself.
I see.
That is the extent of what I know. Come, Zelkov. Kagetsu. Let us leave this place.
What are you going to do?
Whatever I can, without taking sides. If we meet again, Divine Dragon, I pray it is not as enemies.
Let's head to Elusia.
Yes, we have to hurry.
This way. We can travel to Solm through this forest. I hate to abandon Hortensia, but staying in the kingdom is not an option.
There's too much we're leaving behind.
Father.
It's painful, but we can't turn back. We'd lose everything.
I will lead the way.
I failed you, Marth. I failed you all.
We should be safe now.
Vale is Sombron's daughter, and now she has our emblem rings. I'm sorry, everyone. I should never have brought us to the cathedral.
It's not your fault, Divine One.
I should apologize. I asked you to let me fight. I was so angry about what they'd done.
What about me? I'm the one who wanted to return Father to Brodia.
That was illogical.
Excuse me? If you hadn't gotten in the way...
Calm down, everyone. We're on the same side.
No, we're not. If not for her, we might have made it in time. We might have saved him.
Alchrist.
Princess Ivy told us about the ritual in the first place. Without her help, Father would still be one of those creatures.
Diamant? She helped kill our father. Why are you making excuses for her?
Princess Ivy's not to blame. Her father was. And the Fell Dragon murdered him. There wasn't even a body left behind.
Arguing won't get us anywhere.
Apologies, Divine One. Princess Ivy, I hope you'll forgive my brother. He spoke out of turn.
No, it's all right. I am sorry that I couldn't stop the ritual.
I can't bear the thought that I'll never see him again. And the ring he spent his whole life protecting. Gone.
We have suffered loss after loss. But the emblems aren't dead. We can still get them back. And we will. I know we will.
Divine One.
You still have emblems on your side.
That's right. Don't forget about us.
Lynn. Lucina.
All is far from lost. We can offer our unique strengths as emblems.
You can still challenge your fate. You don't lose by retreating.
I wish it didn't come to this. My mother told me that a divine dragon should never run away.
We're not running away. As Lucina said, we're retreating. There's a difference. Time and again, you've shown true bravery, even in the face of daunting odds. But refusing to move on, that's not bravery, it's folly.
There's courage, and there's stubbornness. Lumera would have taught you the difference. Unfortunately, in your short time together, she didn't have the chance.
Perhaps that's why Marth said what he did outside the cathedral.
Probably so.
Now at least, I understand. We're not running away. We're stepping back. Gathering our strength for the next battle. I'll become a better fighter. A better leader. I'll make sure no one, not one more person, loses their life under my command. And I'll bring back our friends, the emblems. What do you say, everyone? Are you with me?
You know I am. Let's turn the tables on them.
I won't rest until we reclaim what we've lost.
Even now you have hope. I will stand with you two, Divine One.
I will help too, if you'll have me.
Thank you, everyone. Now, to the Queendom of Solm. Stay with me, and I promise to keep you safe. Oh, Ivy. Did you need something from me?
No, Divine One. Must I require something to remain near you?
No, it's not that.
I see. Then please, feel free to ignore me.
I would, but it's difficult to ignore the anger on your face. The Kingdom of Elusia worships the Fell Dragon, doesn't it? If that's the case, I can certainly see why you would feel uncomfortable around me.
You can't imagine how I feel.
If you can explain it, I'd love to understand. It might reduce this distance between us.
True, but we should get used to each other first. We'll talk when we're more comfortable. For now, I will leave you be and worship from afar.
Worship? Ivy, do you think maybe it's time we talked? Whatever you're feeling toward me, I'm prepared to listen. As allies, I'd like there not to be walls between us.
Very well. I am rather more comfortable around you now, so I suppose it's time.
I'm glad to hear that. Can we start with why you seem to have such anger toward me?
I love you.
Huh?
I love you, Divine One. My feelings began long before I met you. Understand, I do not mean romantically. I adore you as a worshipper adores a deity.
But you looked so upset when you were staring at me before.
My deity was standing before me, in the flesh. I was nervous.
Oh.
Do you understand now?
Yes, thank you for sharing that. I, like you as well, Ivy.
Yes. May I be excused?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. And I'm sorry.
We'll speak again later, Divine One.
So, this is Solm. It's very sandy.
The Queendom's land is covered in deserts. I believe this one is called Tula. And as you've no doubt noticed, it's much hotter than in Elusia. I fear I may melt.
What now, Divine One?
We'd better head straight to the palace. I just hope the hounds haven't gotten there first.
During my time in Elusia, the 4 hounds did pay a few visits to Solm. But they came back empty-handed each time, so I expect the palace is unharmed.
Thanks, Ivy. Pretty handy having an enemy as a friend.
I will choose to take that as a compliment.
Which emblem ring was entrusted to Solm?
The Radiant Hero. Said to be among the most powerful. Needless to say, it would be quite a boon.
Sounds like exactly what we need right now. Let's get going.
Queen Sephoria!
Finally! Took you long enough.
Let her go!
Yeah, I don't think so. And don't you dare come any closer. I've got an emblem ring. It'd be so easy to kill her.
Sorry, everyone. I didn't realize she was still on Elusia's side.
I don't see any other soldiers. Did you get in by yourself?
Uh-huh. I told the guards I'd been separated from Ivy, and they let me walk right in. Now, you've got a choice. Hand over the rings, or I kill the queen.
Hortensia, don't do this.
Ivy, it's been a while. You know, I thought you were dead. I was so relieved when I heard you'd made it. But now what? You're with them?
Well,
Since Father sacrificed himself, Elusia has been working in concert with Lord Sombron. Like, you abandoned us! Abandoned me! And took sides with the enemy! You're a traitor, Ivy! A stinking traitor!
I have not betrayed anyone. Hortensia, please, hear me out.
I don't want to hear another word out of your dirty, double-crossing mouth! Just give me the rings!
No, Hortensia. Never.
I'm I'm sorry! Did I not make myself clear? Hand them over or I kill the queen!
I heard you, but I'm not doing what you ask. I'd be throwing away everything she, Timera, Fogado, and the people of Solm have done. So no, I won't give you the rings, and I won't let you kill Queen Sephoria.
I agree with the Divine Dragon. Those rings are staying with us.
Right.
If we let the Fell Dragon have them, my country and my people are doomed. So threaten us all you want. Take my whole family hostage if it makes you happy. But I stand for Solm, and I always will.
There she is, the future Queen of Solm. And her ally, the Divine Dragon.
What's wrong with you? This is your mother! You're supposed to be scared! Cry already! Cower and beg for her life! Give me what I want! No, what I need! I need the rings! It's the only way to bring Father back!
Hortensia, he's gone. The Fell Dragon murdered him. You watched it happen. There's no way we can bring him back. Even with the rings.
You don't know that! I have to try! I have to save Father and Elusia! Everything's all wrong now! I just want to put it back how it was before!
I know how you feel.
No! Stop trying to get in my head, all right? I'll kill her. I'll do it!
I don't think you can. Not if you know the pain of losing a parent.
Well, get on with it then, if that's what you truly want. Are we doing this or aren't we?
She needs her sister now.
It's all right, Hortensia. Oh, I've been so worried about you.
Ivy?
I'm afraid I have to cut the reunion short.
Zephyr, what are you doing here?
Missed you too, Divine One. I must thank you for helping us gather so many rings. All of them, I thought. Until the princess's... rather, former princess's thievery came to light. Enough about that. More importantly, Princess Hortensia. Taking a ring without permission, sneaking off to a place like this. Naughty, naughty. Lord Sombron and Lady Vale's orders were clear. To wait, to watch. Oh, your retainers, by the way. They tried to stop us. They failed.
Where are they? What did you do to Goldmary and Rosado?
You'll have to see for yourself. Now, we hadn't planned on making a move this early, but since we're here, it would be a shame to return home without a few souvenirs. Marnie, Mauvier, wouldn't you agree?
More hounds.
I did not expect it would be so easy to enter the impregnable Solm Palace.
Zephyr, what do we do with the queen? Kill her? She's not much use anymore.
No, Lord Sombron will want to savor every last drop of sovereign blood.
Ah, I gotcha.
Queen Sephoria!
What a good girl you are, Princess Hortensia, coming here to get rings for Lord Sombron. Now that the three of us are here, why don't we help finish what you started? We can kill them all and head back home to Elusia. What do you say?
But I...
Come, dear. Take command. Just think. If we take their rings, we'll be so close to having all 12.
So close. Just a few more rings.
Hortensia, what's going on?
With all the rings, then Father will...
That's right. King Hyacinth will be resurrected. We'll make everything just as it was before.
Just as it was before. I will kill them all. I will take their rings. It's the only way to save Father.
Is she really going to fight us?
Hortensia? Snap out of it, please! Hortensia!
She can't hear you, unfortunately. Enjoy killing one another, won't you?
Ivy, what happened?
Oh, you've come back to me! Thank goodness!
Where'd all the Illusian soldiers go?
They retreated.
I should go with them.
No, it's not safe. Zephyr could take control over you again.
But I was the last person left at Illusia Castle. Without me, there'll be no one to lead. No one to take care of the country Father left behind.
That is true. But it's out of our hands.
How can you say that? Don't you care about Illusia at all?
Of course I do. I would have given my life to protect our kingdom. But it is not our kingdom anymore. It's the Fell Dragons. Surely you see that.
Princess Ivy.
I didn't want to admit it. But Father stopped being king as soon as the Fell Dragon awoke. Since then, true power has rested with Sombron, his daughter, and the Four Hounds. If you went back now, you would become an instrument of their designs, just as Father was. I want to go home too. You have no idea how badly. But there's no home to go back to until we defeat the Fell Dragon. After allowing Father to relinquish his power to Sombron. We owe our people no less.
The castle. My only home since I was little. We really can't go back now, can we?
No. We can't.
That little nook where I had tea with my friends. The garden where you and I read together. Even Rosado and Goldmary. I've left everything and everyone behind. All right, Ivy. I'll join this fight. So that someday, things can be like they were again.
Thank you, Hortensia.
I'm really sorry for what I did. Divine One, you should have this.
The Ring of the Instructor. One of the rings stolen from Lethos. Thank you for returning it.
Don't give me too much credit. I wasn't exactly planning to hand it over.
Even so, you have my thanks.
Teach us, Emblem of the Academy.
I am Emblem Byleth. It feels as though I've just awoken from a very long dream. I'm glad to be where I belong, at your side. Use my power to guide everyone.
I will. Thank you, Emblem Byleth.
So, how is everyone?
Queen Sephoria, you're all right.
That I am. Some Illusian soldiers tried to seize me, but I was saved at just the right moment.
We took him down!
Alfred and I intended to help.
But by the time we'd drawn our weapons, the fight was already over.
That's the Soul Royal Guard for you. Pretty good, right?
I'm just glad the Queen is safe. Well done, everyone.
Well done yourself. No more trespassers. My palace is rid of them. Divine One, thank you for protecting the rings and my family with such courage. The way you spoke, the look in your eyes. You were the spitting image of Queen Lumera.
Your words mean so much. Thank you.
Excuse me, Queen Sephoria?
You! I assumed you had gone back to Illusia.
Look, I'm really sorry about what I did. I'll accept whatever punishment you give me.
I owe you an apology as well.
Queen Sephoria, please. Zephyr was using some sort of magic to control Princess Hortensia. As soon as it wore off, she stopped fighting. Even gave me her emblem ring.
I don't recall Zephyr being there when the young princess held me hostage. Look me in the eyes, you two.
Okay.
Threatening a queen's life is a grave crime. You deserve a room in the dungeons. But I won't send you there.
You won't?
It was the Fell Dragon's minions who broke in and started the conflict, right? Your only crimes were slipping in uninvited and threatening to kill me. If you want to make amends, defeat the Fell Dragon. Rebuild your kingdom. When cooler heads return to Elusia, Solm can only benefit. Let's move on now, shall we?
Thank you, Queen Sephoria.
Your show of compassion will not be forgotten. We will restore Elusia. I swear it.
For my part, I think I'd better look into shoring up the palace's defenses.
You're right. The Fell Dragon's forces might come back for you. I can leave some soldiers here to help keep you safe.
Oh, no need, no need. I have lots of family members who can handle things here. If the situation really boils over, I can always leave a double here and wander the land. So don't worry about me. You just focus on taking out the Fell Dragon.
We will. Thank you.
Tamara, it's time you showed the Divine Dragon where to find Solm's other ring.
Sure thing, Mom. One ring of the Crux of Fate coming right up.
Where is it?
The Northern Fortress. Oh, you don't scare easily, do you?
Ivy, can I ask why you call me your deity?
During all the hardest moments of my life, the one thing I could turn to was the Divine Dragon. My faith in you gave me strength to survive.
Survive what, exactly?
My whole world. The place where I was born. Elusia Castle is a den of treachery and double-dealing. No one is safe there, and the worst part is, I had no escape. My mother was at the center of every scheme. I was forced to be near every foul conspiracy.
Your own mother?
In her world, every smile is a dagger looking for a back to stab. I hated that place. I hated what it did to everyone who set foot there. The one thing that kept me from despair was my faith. My faith in the Divine Dragon.
But why me?
At first, I worshipped merely to be contrary. They chose the Fell Dragon, so I chose Divine. It was a small, invisible act of rebellion, but it was what I needed. The more I thought about you and your life, the more I knew I didn't belong in the castle.
I'm glad to have been some help, if only indirectly.
Forgive me. To experience your kindness in such a familiar way is an intense thing for me. Could you please act a little more like a deity?
Understood. I'll try to be more considerate.
In all seriousness, Divine One, you are my strength, even now. Thank you.
Here we are. Give report. I expected it to be better defended. We just sailed right in. What's wrong?
This is a port town. It's typically bustling with people. Why is it so quiet?
I see someone over there. Maybe they can tell us.
Divine One, wait, that's...
One of the corrupted!
Yes. And surely not the only one here.
You're right. They must have spread through the whole town. Which means...
I'm afraid so.
Does the Fell Dragon mean to destroy Elusia too? But that makes no sense.
All I know is we can't turn a blind eye. We've got to get rid of them.
No. We move on.
What? And abandon the people here? Princess Ivy, tell us what you want to do.
We leave this place.
But there are people in danger. We have a responsibility to help them. That's what we did at Flora, isn't it?
We got there right after the attack. There were people to save. Look around. We're too late. Far too late. There aren't any survivors.
I would have wished nothing more than to help the people here. But with every passing moment, more lives may be lost elsewhere. We cannot waste our time on the dead. We must protect the living.
This is terrible.
I don't think I could abandon a town like this, but it's not my decision.
You'd already recognized the choice Princess Ivy would make, Divine One? Impressive.
No, that was...
Thank you for your support, Divine One. Now, to the castle.
Emblem Micaiah. Emblem Roy. Glad to finally have you back with us.
I never lost faith that we would return to you. Thank you. On the Shadowy Moor and at Flora Port, it pained me to fight against you.
I'm sorry for putting you through that. I promise to never let that happen again. I can't believe there are so many of the corrupted in Elusia.
The Fell Dragon is behind the rise of the corrupted in this kingdom. Sovereign blood is no longer enough for him. He's abducting the people of Elusia. When Sombron drains them, they turn into the corrupted. That's why they're everywhere.
You mean the corrupted we killed were...
Somme, Brodia, Firine. They'll all suffer if the corrupted leave my kingdom. We must act now. If any of my people still remain, I must do all I can to save them.
Those two came all the way here to stop us from reaching Elusia Castle. The Four Hounds must be desperate to keep us at bay. Let's find out why.
This is where you wanted to meet, Divine One? Why all the way out here? What could you possibly be planning?
I have something important to talk to you about.
That doesn't explain why you picked this place. I would happily speak with you anywhere.
I wanted to be alone with you.
I see. Well, here we are.
Are you okay? You're blushing.
I am. Oh, of course I am. It's all right. Whatever you have to say to me, I am prepared to hear it. Proceed.
Very well. Princess Ivy, please accept this ring as a token of my favor.
That's the Pact Ring. The Divine Dragon bestows this gift only to deepen the most meaningful bond.
Knowledgeable as ever.
You're really giving this to me?
There is no one I would rather have by my side. You are the one I feel closest to.
I am, as ever, in awe of how forthright you are with your feelings.
I wouldn't be a very good deity if I hid my thoughts from someone so devoted to me. You opened your heart to me, Ivy. It's only fair I return the favor.
That's true. Very well. In that case, I accept.
Good.
I already feel so much closer to you. A bond with the Divine Dragon is more than I ever dared hope for. Thank you. Now and forever, you have my endless devotion and adoration.
Danger looms from every side. I fear we will never make it to my brother.
Princess Seagall, I beg you to make your retreat. We'll handle this.
More of the fiends might be on the way. Hurry! Louis, Chloe, you can't possibly expect me to.
It is our sworn duty to protect the princess. We will hold the line for you as long as we must.
You have to leave. If you should fall here, who warns Prince Alfred of the invasion to come? I concede the point, but I'll return for you both. Please hold out until then.
Apologies, Chloe. It pains me greatly to separate you from Princess Seagall for even a relatively brief amount of time.
Might I say, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to see you run off with Her Highness yourself. A knight should never leave his princess's side.
The sooner we win, the sooner that will come to pass. What say you, Chloe? Shall we?
Yes, let's. You're so adorable when you sleep, Divine One.
Huh?
Oh, good morning. Did I wake you?
Were you watching me sleep? Again?
Yes. Sorry about that.
You should just leave me be if I nod off while I'm sitting outside. It's unnerving to wake up on your own and find someone staring at you.
Oh, I never meant to do that, Divine One. But you slept for 1,000 years, just like a character from a fairy tale. Your sleeping form is so heavenly that I can't help staring at it.
I get that, but I still must have been a ridiculous sight, sleeping here of all places.
Oh no, not at all. But I have a compromise in mind. Hear me out. If I'm always there when you wake up, maybe you'll get used to it and it won't be so startling. All we'd have to do is set up an extra bed for me in your chamber.
Nope, not doing that.
Oh dear, shot down. You slept for 1,000 years. And when you woke, you were thrust into battle against the forces of evil. You're the absolute picture of a fairy tale hero.
Am I?
Oh yes. One doesn't meet people as extraordinary as you every day. Yours is not the average person's life. You are fated for exhilaration and excitement. Oh, how I wish it were mine.
I don't know.
What? Why not?
There are many burdens I must bear, and while I don't regret this life, you're absolutely right that my days will never be considered average. Sometimes, average seems like it might not be so bad.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I was just so swept up in my own desire for a fairy tale life, I didn't stop to consider how someone already living one might feel.
You don't have to apologize, Chloe. I know you didn't mean anything by it.
I still feel a little guilty, though. Oh, I know! I'll bring you a special delicious treat as an apology. There's this rare pickled deep-sea fish I've been into. It's sour enough to knock you flat. I'll go fetch some right now. You're gonna love it.
No need. Really. I'm getting queasy enough just picturing it. You know, I've noticed how often you bring up your wish to live a fairy tale life.
Uh-huh. I've wanted that for myself ever since I was a child. I was born into a noble family. Everything in my life was planned out for me by my parents. My role as a noble daughter was to get married and then devote myself to my partner's family. They wouldn't even let me eat the street food I love so much. It wasn't ordinary for a noble girl. I hated every part of that life.
I had no idea.
The life I wanted for myself was free, thrilling, and very out of the ordinary.
I didn't mean to stir up so many painful memories, Chloe.
Oh, it's okay. They're just memories. And my dream came true when I got to be a knight, meeting Princess Seagall, and you let me live the kind of life I always fantasized about. Isn't fighting alongside the divine dragon and the royal family better than any fairy tale?
When you put it like that, you might be right.
I wonder if they'll tell stories about this war someday.
It's certainly possible. And when they do, I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up as a major character in them.
What? I never thought about that. But it's a nice idea. I must become the kind of virtuous knight little kids aspire to be when they hear the story.
You're already well on your way there, Chloe.
Thanks, Divine One.
I think you've been rubbing off on me, Chloe.
I have? How?
Just like you wish for a fairy tale life, I've been thinking about a dream life of my own.
Well, I think that's wonderful. Now that you have an idea of what your dream is, you can start to make it real.
It might not be that simple. There are parts of this dream I can't fulfill by myself.
What else do you need?
You, Chloe.
Me?
When I think about the life I want after the war, it feels hollow if you're not in it somewhere. And if you're the hero of your own fairy tale, I want to be your supporting character.
Oh my goodness.
If you feel the same way, then I hope you'll accept this gift. I saved it. Just for you.
This is the Pact Ring.
You were right when you said that mine is not the average person's life. And it may be a lot to ask for you to share in that life, knowing it won't be ordinary, but I had to know.
You had only to ask. I never wanted an ordinary life. The chance to see myself in your story, I can't think of a happier ending than that.
Well?
Of course I'll wear the ring. And I'll be right there, building your dream along with you.
Thank you, Chloe.
Today is the opening chapter of the tale of the Divine One and me. A story for the ages.
It's all right. No harm was done.
That was quite the bow, soldier. Must have been hard on the knees. Wait a second. Your face looks awfully familiar. You're not just a soldier, are you?
No, I'm Alchrist, second Prince of Brodia.
Prince?
I thought so. How's it going, Prince Alchrist?
Even worse than usual. I'm sorry for taking so long to introduce myself. Oh, these are my retainers, Lapis and Citrinne.
Honored to meet you and your coterie.
Yeah, welcome to Brodia.
I can't say I feel very welcome. You still look like you're ready to kill us.
We're merely a little tense. My father, King Merrin, received word from Queen Ev that your party was on its way. He ordered us to meet you at the border and formally welcome you to the kingdom. We've been waiting for a long time, and all we encountered were bizarre creatures or bandits. We assumed you were more of the same.
I'm sorry for the delay. We had to take a little detour. Still, if your arrow hit the Divine One, Brodia's standing would have been seriously hurt. Be more careful next time, Prince Alchrist.
I will. I really am sorry.
You cannot be held liable, Alchrist. You had no way of knowing who they were. Was it not possible for your party to arrive in a more royal, more resplendent manner?
This is the Kingdom of Warriors. If you can't dodge one arrow, you're not worthy to enter. Here, the weak serve the strong. Maybe we should give you a little test.
What did you say?
She didn't mean that. Apologies. My country places too much value on strength. Besides, you have nothing to prove. I am well aware of your battle prowess, Prince Alfred.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am so sorry for all this. So sorry. And I'm sorry it's me greeting you instead of someone better.
You can stop apologizing. I'm grateful that a prince is here to receive us personally.
Really? You're grateful to see me?
Yes. Honored, in fact.
How polite of you to say so. Charming as well as divine, I see. Could you do me the favor of being less dazzling? I find it so hard to shine as it is.
All right.
Now, come with me. I can show you the way to Brodia Castle.
Excuse me, Divine One. I wanted to thank you for aiding me in battle the other day. If it's not inappropriate, I would like to find a gift for you to fully express my gratitude.
A gift? That isn't necessary, Citrinne. I only did what anyone would have done.
Oh, Divine One, you're too modest. A gift idea's just come to me. An acquaintance of the Brodian royal family is looking to sell their private island, at cost. What would you say to your own private island getaway? My treat, of course.
An entire island? That's really not...
Not enough. I agree. Shall I add some of my antique jewelry? It's just a few generations old.
No. Citrinne, I don't need expensive gifts.
Really? Then, what sort of gift would you be more inclined to accept?
Well, if I can't talk you out of it, to be honest, I would prefer the kind of gift that money can't buy.
Something that money cannot buy.
No private islands, no jewelry. I value gifts that aren't defined by how much they cost. That's the best kind of gift a person can receive. Do you understand?
I see. Let me just think on this for a while. Farewell for now, Divine One. Hello again, Divine One. I gave your words on gifts some thought. You said you would prefer something that money could not buy. I apologize for the delay. It feels as if I've kept you waiting for days, weeks, months.
It really hasn't been that long.
To me, it felt like an eternity.
Do you have an idea?
Indeed, I have. I think this token of my gratitude will be much more to your liking.
for you.
Oh, it's
It's a pebble!
Yes, this certainly is a pebble.
I found it sitting on the side of the road and paid nothing to acquire it. What a thrill! No cost, no worth. I quite literally stumbled upon the perfect gift for you. Is something the matter, Divine One?
I guess I didn't explain myself well enough. Imagine that you found this pebble a long time ago and kept it. Maybe you grew attached to it. If you were to give me that pebble, one you cherished, I would consider it a wonderful gift.
One that I cherished?
You know, sentimental value? Worth that comes from the heart rather than the wallet?
Worth that comes from the heart. I think I understand. Next time, I'll offer you something that will truly delight you. Rest easy, Divine One. I shall return. Hello once again, Divine One. I've come to give you this gift.
Oh, Citrinne! What a gorgeous bouquet!
I thought of you as I picked each flower. I hope these will suffice.
You handpicked all of these flowers for me? That's a wonderful gesture. Citrinne? Are you okay?
I once had a very close friend who loved gifts and would make a game of begging for things. Each gift made her so happy. Over time, it became a natural part of our rapport. Then, one day, I surprised her with a bouquet just like this. She begged for a dress instead. When I asked if she didn't like the flowers, she grew angry. She said I was being cheap.
That's awful. Is that why you offered to give me such expensive gifts?
Yes, that's why.
If someone won't be your friend unless you buy things for them, that isn't a real friendship. I think this bouquet is a wonderful gift, Citrinne. It makes me very, very happy. Thank you.
I'm so glad to hear it. I finally found the right way to express my gratitude. That makes me very, very happy as well. Thank you, Divine One.
Here, Citrinne. Have a look at this.
Is that a dried flower? It looks familiar.
It's from the bouquet you gave me. I carefully dried each flower for use as a decoration.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm delighted to see how you've taken such good care of them.
I think of your kindness each time I look at them, Citrinne.
What a lovely thought. Thank you for sharing this with me.
I didn't call you over just to show you the flower. This time, I have a gift for you.
You do? For me? What might that be?
This. The pact ring.
What? But this is a historic piece of jewelry. I suspect it's worth more than all of my riches combined. Why would you give this to me?
Don't think of how much it's worth. I'm giving this to you as a token of our friendship. I want you to be my closest confidant, Citrinne. Are you willing to walk and fight by my side?
Oh my. Of course I am, Divine One. I will happily accept this gift.
I'm so glad to hear it.
You know, I love to give gifts, but I rarely receive them myself. You were right about sentimental value. A gift from the heart is a wonderful gift indeed.
Couldn't agree more.
Thank you, Divine Dragon. I must be the luckiest person in the world. When this war is over, we must attend a formal ball together. I know that's a long way off.
Why wait? We could just dance right here and now. Think of it as a formal-ish ball, just for us.
I'd like that very much. What a gift exchange this is. You and I both offering to support one another. It's priceless.
It's all right. No harm was done.
That was quite the bow, soldier. Must have been hard on the knees. Wait a second. Your face looks awfully familiar. you're not just a soldier, are you?
No, I'm Alchrist, second Prince of Brodia.
Prince?
I thought so! How's it going, Prince Alchrist?
Even worse than usual. I'm sorry for taking so long to introduce myself. Oh, these are my retainers, Lapis and Citrinne.
Honored to meet you and your coterie.
Yeah, welcome to Brodia.
I can't say I feel very welcome. You still look like you're ready to kill us.
We're merely a little tense. My father, King Merrin, received word from Queen Ev that your party was on its way. He ordered us to meet you at the border and formally welcome you to the kingdom. We've been waiting for a long time, and all we encountered were bizarre creatures or bandits. We assumed you were more of the same.
I'm sorry for the delay. We had to take a little detour. Still, if your arrow hit the Divine One, Brodia's standing would have been seriously hurt. Be more careful next time, Prince Alchrist.
I will. I really am sorry.
You cannot be held liable, Alchrist. You had no way of knowing who they were. Was it not possible for your party to arrive in a more royal, more resplendent manner?
This is the Kingdom of Warriors. If you can't dodge one arrow, you're not worthy to enter. Here, the weak serve the strong. Maybe we should give you a little test.
What did you say?
She didn't mean that. Apologies. My country places too much value on strength. Besides, you have nothing to prove. I am well aware of your battle prowess, Prince Alfred.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am so sorry for all this. So sorry. And I'm sorry it's me greeting you instead of someone better.
You can stop apologizing. I'm grateful that a prince is here to receive us personally.
Really? You're grateful to see me?
Yes. Honored, in fact.
How polite of you to say so. Charming as well as divine, I see. Could you do me the favor of being less dazzling? I find it so hard to shine as it is.
All right.
Now, come with me. I can show you the way to Brodia Castle.
Oh, Lapis. I wanted to thank you for all of your support in our recent battles.
Oh, I didn't really do much out there. I was just following your lead. You don't have to thank me for that, Divine One. There were lots of other more skilled warriors in those battles. You should thank them instead.
Lapis, please. You're strong and you think fast. You should have confidence in your abilities.
Confidence? I don't know about that. I'm thrilled to be a retainer, but everyone else is much more qualified. I'm not even a noble. I wouldn't want to sound arrogant when I rank so far beneath everyone else.
Wow. You're pretty hard on yourself, huh? I guess that can be a good motivator, but you shouldn't compare yourself to others like that. Everyone has different skills. Be a little more kind to yourself, okay? Like I said, you've earned a bit of confidence.
But, well, Divine One, I'm not sure what to say to all of that. I'm not used to being complimented like this. I should go. Please excuse me.
Lapis sounds so sure that she doesn't really belong here. There has to be some way to help her work past that mindset.
Huh? You're serious? You really want to train with me today, Divine One?
Yes. I thought it would be nice to work together every once in a while.
That's so exciting. Thank you for carving out the time.
So, what am I in for, Lapis? What's your usual training regimen?
I start with some drills using different weapons, try a few practice swings, then do heavy lifting. I strap a weighted pack to my back and go for a long run. Sometimes I climb a mountain.
That seems like it would build up an incredible amount of endurance.
Oh, if you're going to train with me, you'll need a pack too. I'll make you one real quick.
You're going to make a weighted pack?
Sure, it's not too hard. I had to make most things by hand back in the countryside.
Countryside?
I meant can't decide. I can't decide whether to make you a pack or not.
Oh, well, I'd love it if you did. I think it's really amazing you can make those kinds of things.
No, please don't tease me like that.
I'm not teasing. Your crafting skills could be very useful on the battlefield. Would you be willing to teach me how to make a few things? I'd like to learn.
It feels strange to be complimented for such a modest skill. But yes, I can show you how to make a pack right now. Watch closely.
All right. Whoa! Your hands move so fast! Can we, go back a few steps?
Hello, Divine One. I have something for you.
Are these crafting tools?
Yep. You said you wanted to learn crafting, and you can't practice without a set of your own.
Thank you for these.
I should be thanking you, really. I've been down on myself for a long time. You helped me shake some of that off. Your kind words about my crafting skills made me feel more confident in myself.
Good. You really are amazing, Lapis. I watched you make that weighted pack like it was nothing. I still have a lot to learn from you.
Okay. I could show you how to make a rake.
A rake? What would we use that for?
Harvesting taters.
Taters?
Yeah, I can make a rake that works on all kinds. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, Brodian yams.
Brodian yams?
Well, Brodia isn't the name, but they can grow everywhere. I even found a few near here. They're so sweet when you boil them. Now I want some. Let's get started on that rake.
Amazing. Like I said, I still have a lot to learn from you, Lapis. Hello, Lapis. Do you have a moment?
Sure, Divine One. What can I do for you?
Well, I want you to have this.
Wow, what is this? The metalwork is beautiful. It looks all fancy and expensive. Wait, is this the pact ring?
It is. Look at the backside.
Why is my name engraved here?
I carved it there using the crafting tools you gave me.
What? You did this to the ring yourself? Using the tools I made for you? An engraving like this can't be removed. Why did you do this?
I have no intention of undoing it. I carved your name into it because I want you to have it. What do you say, Lapis? Will you wear the pact ring?
You know, there was a time when a situation like this would have had me fleeing in shame, but I care about you, Divine One. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks.
Does that mean...
Of course. I will accept this ring. You took such care in carving my name into it. How could I possibly say no after that?
Thank you, Lapis. I'm so glad.
I actually have something important to tell you, Divine One. You see,
You're from a village of yam farmers, right? Way out in the Brodian countryside?
Huh? How did you know that?
I read up on Brodian yams. It's just a nickname. The only people who call them that are...
Yam farmers. My secret is out. But I think I'm glad. That's a big part of who I am.
Indeed. And I'm giving you the pact ring because of who you are, Lapis.
Thank you, Divine Dragon. You'll be safe with me. It turns out we're both pretty crafty. So let's carve out a better world.
Jade! Are you okay?
Oh, Divine One.
I heard you were attacked by bandits. I rushed here to check on you.
Thank you, but I'm fine. I drove them all away.
Why did they attack you like that?
I've run into that group before. I used to be the guard for the mine near my hometown. I stopped them from looting it once. They must have tracked me down for revenge.
Now? After all this time?
I was pretty infamous among the bandits in our area. They used to call me the Iron Wall. Looks like I'm the target of a few deep, long-standing grudges. But it's fine. I can handle anything they throw at me. They're not much of a threat.
I know you're strong, Jade, but I'm still worried. If you ever need backup, you can always count on me. I'll do whatever I can.
Oh, I wouldn't want to burden you like that, Divine One. But thank you.
Hello, Jade. Nice weather today.
Yes, Divine One. It is.
Did you see that sunset yesterday? Gorgeous.
Yes, it was. Divine One, we've been running into each other a lot lately, haven't we?
I suppose we have. I'm not bothering you, am I?
I think I know what's going on. You want to be nearby in case those bandits try to attack me again. Is that right?
I guess I didn't hide it very well.
I appreciate your concern, but I can handle them myself. You don't have to watch over me. I'm sure you have better things to do.
Well, I do have some free time that I could be enjoying right now. You wouldn't mind if I just relaxed around here for a while, would you? I know how strong you are, Jade. I'm not doing this because I think you can't handle it. I'm here because I want to help.
As you wish, Divine One.
Jade, are you okay?
Yes, Divine One. I just made it back.
Thank goodness. You don't look hurt. But I can't believe you did something so reckless. Sneaking out to ambush those bandits at their hideout all by yourself? Unbelievable.
I knew the risk I was taking. I had to settle things once and for all. If I didn't, their revenge plots might have dragged on forever. Everything is fine now. The bandits have been defeated and placed in military custody. I made sure to leave a lasting impression. And plenty of bruises. They won't be back. Thank you for being so concerned. You won't have to worry about my safety anymore.
Amazing. You took care of it all on your own, just like you said you would. I admit, I'm a bit disappointed. I really hoped that I would be able to help you with this.
Oh, I would never drag you into my unresolved business like that, Divine One.
Why not? We're friends, Jade.
Friends?
What's wrong?
I'm just happy. I know I can be hard to read sometimes. I'm not very good at expressing my emotions, but I am sorry for making you worry. Thank you for caring about me, Divine One.
You're very welcome, Jade. Say, Jade, your father studies gems and your mother is a jeweler. Is that right?
That's right, Divine One. I used to live in a mining town. Everyone there had jobs related to minerals and gems. I would try to help my mother with her jewelry from time to time, but I was all thumbs. So, in the end, I settled on being a guard for our town's mine.
You've probably been dealing with gems and jewelry since you were a child.
Sure. I guess I'm more knowledgeable than most.
In that case, I'd like you to tell me what you make of this.
The Pact Ring? There's a mysterious power inside. No other ring has ever felt like this.
That's just how it felt for me. Well, that ring and its power are both yours now, Jade.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, they're yours, if you'll have them. Let them be a symbol of our growing bond. I want to stay by your side, Jade. Then you'll never have to fight alone again. So, will you take the ring? Please? You really aren't kidding about being hard to read, are you? But I think I understand. I know what you're feeling right now.
Yes, I know you do. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. It really is the Pact Ring. Thank you. So much.
Will you continue to walk the road ahead by my side?
Of course, Divine Dragon. The bond we share is now stronger than iron, and nothing will break it.
The snow's really coming down out there.
Yeah,
The cathedral always gets hit harder than anywhere else, huh?
And Ivy's late. We've been waiting here for ages. What if she never comes? Maybe things went bad at Brodia Castle and she didn't survive.
No way! Princess Ivy can handle herself.
Thanks, Rosado. You're sweet. Ugh, why is this happening anyway? Ever since Lord Sombron was released, Father's been acting weird. He used to be so kind to me. But since they came into the picture, it's like I hardly exist.
You mean the ones who showed up at Elugia Castle with Lord Sombron?
Yeah, that kid with the hood and the 4 weirdos who follow her around. Father probably only likes them because they brought him so many rings. I thought if I could get him some, he might praise me like he used to. Look how that turned out.
I'm sorry, Hortensia.
It's not your fault. What happened at the Grand Crossing? That was all me. I don't have any clue what Father's up to. I don't know why he wants the rings or what this ritual's about. I'm totally in the dark.
Hortensia. Pardon me for interrupting.
Hey, Goldmary.
King Hyacinth has asked you to join him at the altar. And he wants you to have this.
An emblem ring?
Whoa, the king gave you another one, huh?
He said you should wear it and prepare yourself for battle.
That must mean the Divine Dragon is coming. Good. I'll get some answers about what happened at Brodia Castle. Let's go, you two!
We're in Solm now. I think it's safe to say we lost them.
Perhaps we should pause for a moment then. I'm sure your wyvern needs to rest her wings.
Good idea. Let's take a breather and then start looking for Hortensia. We have to make sure she gets the ring of the Azure Twins.
Indeed.
Aha! There they are!
Let's seize them!
Is a few minutes rest really too much to ask?
Let's get out of here, Goldmary. Hortensia!
You're not hurt, are you? I was so worried.
Not as worried as I was! Oh, I'm so happy you two are alive!
Nice to see you and your retainers back together again.
The Divine Dragon! Watch out!
Put that away, Rosado! I'm on the Divine Dragon's side now. My sister is too.
Princess Ivy as well?
Psst. If you're being held against your will, blink 3 times.
I swear, it's not like that. I wanted to join them, so I did. I made this choice for Elugia. Question is, as my retainers and my friends, will you join me?
All right. If this is what you want, then it's what I want too.
Whatever banner you're under, I will defend it with all my might.
Good. I knew I could count on you two.
Divine One? Sorry for drawing my weapon on you. Here, this is yours.
Is this...
the Ring of the Azure Twins. We stole it from the ship we were on.
Thank you.
Good going.
I hope my dazzling abilities do not blind you.
This is just what we needed. Restore calm. Emblem of the Sacred.
Was the meal to your satisfaction, Divine One?
Oh, yes. It was delicious. Thanks so much.
Could you look me in the eyes, please?
Sure.
Perfect. Keep on looking right at me. You have such an intense gaze. Tell me what you're feeling in this moment.
Nothing much, really.
Have I stirred your heart so little? Let me ask you again. I'll whisper in your ear this time. Has your lunch with me today brought you any feelings of contentment?
Oh, very much so.
I knew it. Oh, I'm so glad. Tell me more about these feelings.
Well, I'm so content I couldn't eat another bite. I'd be really curious to learn your recipe.
My recipe. Not exactly what I had in mind, but if that's really what you want, I'll teach you.
Goldmary, are you okay?
Oh, Divine One. Did the sound of my soul in anguish finally get your attention? I'm so glad.
What's wrong? Talk to me. I'm here to help.
It's just that I can't possibly be any more charming.
What?
Everyone always says I'm the most popular woman in the world. But if you're immune to my charms, I know that can't be true. My confidence is shattered. So here I stand. My tears flowing freely like 2 rivers of glittering diamonds.
Look, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings somehow. I really didn't mean to.
No, please don't apologize. Only tell me what I can do to earn your affection.
You don't need to do anything special. I already think you're quite charming.
You do? You think I'm charming?
Of course. And it's not just me, you know. Everyone loves you. So don't feel like you have to push yourself so hard over this, okay? What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm just so relieved. Thank you. As a token of my appreciation, you may admire my perfect tears a while longer.
Okay. Thanks.
Divine One, I must apologize for what happened last time we spoke. I was so overcome with joy, I actually made you stay with me until I was finished crying.
That's all right. I'm just glad to see you feeling better.
After it was over, I realized it would make more sense if you knew about my childhood.
Oh, what about it?
Everyone always fawned over me when I was young. So much so, in fact, it was all I knew. But in Illusia, when you reach a certain age, you have to leave home for the academy. For the first time, I had competitors. Others were more popular than me. I was devastated. I came to understand that some people can simply be better. I began to question everything.
That must have been difficult.
Since then, I've become a bit of a perfectionist. Being anything less than ideal is frustrating. But then, you said you thought I was charming.
And I stand by that. Somehow you always manage to be charming, even on the battlefield.
Thank you. As soon as you said those words, I felt my confidence come flooding back.
Is this good crying?
Can't you tell by how these tears glisten on my cheeks like the morning dew? I'm sorry, Divine One. I have such powerful feelings. It would be a crime to contain myself. You'll just have to admire this magnificence to your heart's content.
I'll remain by your side until you're finished.
Thanks for meeting with me, Divine One. I took the liberty of setting a table for you.
This is incredible. You made all this for me?
I did. The presentation is rather plain by my usual standards, I have to admit. You might wonder why I go so far out of my way to prepare such an unremarkable dish, but this one has a special place in my heart. So in that sense, making it for you is an expression of my truest self.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
I'm so glad, Divine One. If I may, there is something I'd like to say to you.
What is it?
Before, I might have hidden this by insisting you must have feelings for me, but that's beneath me now. Thanks to you, I'm confident enough to say how I feel. I'm falling in love with you. More and more each day.
You are?
Please tell me you feel the same. Please tell me you think I'd make a perfect partner for you.
perfect. Ever the perfectionist, even now. I have to say, it's endearing. Forgive me if I'm a little speechless, Goldmary. Your confession took me by surprise, but I couldn't imagine a more perfect partner than you. So, I want you to have this.
The pact ring? I feel like I'm dreaming.
You're not. Try it on.
Look! A perfect fit. And just the right match for these elegant hands.
I couldn't agree more.
Sweet of you to say. Now, shall we sit down and eat? Wouldn't want it to get cold.
Great idea. Let's.
I feel like I owe the people of the world an apology. No one else gets to be this happy. Actually, let's toast to that. Glasses up. Here's to us, the envy of the world. I want to be with you for the rest of my life.
That was incredible!
Yes, learn to strike with that much force, and you are sure to trounce all comers. In truth, I was rather surprised when you asked me for lessons in brawling. I take it you wish to give someone a forceful talking to? A debtor, perhaps?
What? No, nothing like that. I figured that I could lose my weapon when I'm in battle, or get ambushed when I'm not. Just in case, it's best I learn how to hold my own in physical combat.
I see. That is quite shrewd, Divine One. Very well. I shall instruct you in the ancient art of the fisticuffs. How to hone an indomitable spirit. How to repel foes with a mere scowl. There is much I can teach you.
I see. Well, I'm ready to learn.
Good. I will make you into the most fearsome of scrappers. Let us begin. In a brawl, the most crucial blow is the first. Victory oft rests on attacking before your foe. Thus, you must be agile. Agile enough to strike with a raptor's swiftness.
Be agile. Got it.
That way, even if your enemies do attack first, you will be able to evade their fists.
Makes sense.
Is something the matter, Divine One?
I'm just surprised that a noblewoman like you knows so much about brawling.
I suppose there is no need to obscure the truth. The woman standing before you is not a noble. Why, in time past, she was quite wild indeed.
Really?
Yes, my parents were awful, gallivanting about with nary a thought for their children, so I fled. Before the princess appointed me, I lived a roaming, solitary life. It was then that I learned how to fist fight.
I'm sorry you had to endure all of that.
I'm sorry. If not for running away from that wretched home, I would hardly be who I am.
I see. Well, would you like to tell me more about your past? I think it might help me to hear about your life before you met Princess Tamara.
Why, of course. If my stories of woe can help you, I would be all too happy to share them. Damn. I guess it won't be so easy to find them after all.
Panette? You're up late.
Good evening, Divine One.
What's that letter you're reading?
I employed a Solmic investigator to find my parents. This is her report. Alas, it seems the search has come up empty.
Huh. I thought you said your parents were horrible people.
Yes, well, our conversation made me realize I have some feelings in need of resolution. I thought perhaps now, with the benefits of time, I could speak to them with a cooler head, thus my desire to track them down. Assuming they are still alive, of course.
I'm impressed. It's brave of you to try facing them after all these years. Panette, how about I help find your parents?
Oh, no. I would not dream of such an imposition.
It's the least I can do to repay you for your training. Besides, we've seen our share of dangerous battles together. You, me, the others. We have a connection. We help each other. Let me help you, please.
Very well, then. I will gratefully accept your aid. Truth be told, even if we do not find my parents, I have already found my family. What more do I truly need?
No word on your missing parents today, I take it. Don't lose hope yet. We'll keep looking.
Divine One, I have come to the conclusion that it is time to abandon the search for my parents.
But why?
It is regrettable, but we have searched high and low. There is nothing more to be done. That said, I thank you sincerely. You have been a steadfast companion throughout. Searching for my parents with you has been enjoyable. I hope we can continue on together.
If that's what you want, Panette, then yes. I would like to continue on with you. Always.
I don't understand.
I told you before we had a connection, but it's more than that. I mean, I want us to be more. Please, take this.
That's the pact ring.
You're supposed to give it to someone you care for deeply. For me, that's you.
Divine One, I cannot. My parents were once wildly happy with one another. But in time, their relationship soured. People's feelings change. I cannot bear the thought of that happening to us.
That was your past, Panette. You have a whole future ahead of you. Everyone has their ups and downs. You and I too. Good times and otherwise. But you have the agility of a raptor. And now so do I. We can evade anything together.
Over and over again. You astonish me, Divine One. I see I've impressed upon you the importance of agility, but what of the rest of the brawler's art?
Nothing to do with us. So, what do you think? Will you accept this ring?
Yes, I will. Gladly. Stay with me from now until forever.
Of course. I am your partner, and you are mine.
I like the sound of that. I can think of no one I'd rather fight beside. You are the one I truly adore.
Divine One, I have something to discuss with you, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh? No, it's no trouble at all. But first, you can loosen up a little. I don't bite, I promise.
Of course. Forgive me. I've been working up the courage to ask you about this. See, I love rare critters, and I especially love dragons.
So, you think of me as a rare critter?
Well, you're rare at least. You're the world's only divine dragon. So I was hoping you'd help me understand your species a little better.
Wow.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Please, go ahead.
All right, I'll cut to the chase then. Tell me, what is a typical day like for you?
Let's see. Someone wakes me up in the morning. I eat breakfast. I train until noon. I live like a normal person, to be honest. Is that helpful?
Very. Basic activity is much like that of an average human.
Wait, are you writing all this down?
Of course. This is excellent material for the book I'm working on about you.
Book? You don't think that's a little much?
What do you mean? Future generations deserve to know all about the divine dragon.
I guess so. Merrin, it's difficult to train with you staring at me like that.
Don't mind me. I'm not even here. I'm simply observing your behaviors to gather material for my book.
And how long do you plan to do that exactly?
As long as it takes. Don't you worry. I'm not going to stop until I've captured every last detail.
Oh, please, cut it out.
What? I was just...
You were just nothing. I'm not one of your critters, okay? Yes, I am a dragon. I live longer than humans and have certain unique abilities, but I also have feelings. I don't appreciate being gawked at like an animal.
Divine One, I'm so sorry. It's just that, to me, you are more than human. You're a truly divine being. I wanted to make sure future generations understood that, in hopes that they would protect you, the one and only divine dragon. But I never meant for you to feel like some kind of research specimen.
I know you didn't. It's all right.
No, it's not. Because that's exactly how I made you feel, isn't it? Forget about the book. I'll stop writing it. I'm sorry, Divine One.
Merrin, please. It's really okay. Merrin, listen. I'm sorry for blowing up at you the other day.
Blowing up is a bit strong.
I didn't understand that you were observing me so closely because you genuinely care.
No. I was in the wrong, not you. I was completely oblivious to how my actions made you feel.
You know, now that we understand each other better, I'd be happy to help you. There aren't many books about divine dragons, and nobody's asked me about my life before. You want to fill that gap, help people learn about me. I can see the value in that. What I'm trying to say is, please, observe to your heart's content.
Really? You mean it?
I mean it.
Thank you, Divine One. I really appreciate that. When I'm observing you, I forget about all the stress and worry. Everything bad slips away. I just feel joyful. And I want to share that joy with others, you know?
You're truly one of a kind, Merrin. Maybe I should write a book about you.
You flatter me, Divine One.
I do have a request. Stop thinking of me as more than human, all right? I may be the only divine dragon, but hey, you're one of a kind too.
You make a good point. I guess we're both rare critters, aren't we?
Exactly. Oh, and also, I want to be the first to read this book of yours.
Of course. I can't think of anyone better to fact-check it. Divine One, I've finished a draft of my book. Would you mind giving it a read?
I'd be happy to. Let me take a look. The divine dragon awoke in a floating castle after 1,000 years of slumber. Humble and kind, the divine dragon fought with a courageous heart to protect the people. I think I'm starting to blush.
It is the truth.
The divine dragon can live thousands of years and possesses powers that humans do not. However, this dragon's habitat and behaviors are no different than those of a typical human. And let it be noted, the divine dragon is the most precious being in the world to the author. Merrin, this is...
I'm sorry I had to write it. Don't worry, I'll cut it from the final copy. It's just... Divine One, I need you to know how important you are to me. And I want people to always remember there was a human who cared very deeply for you.
I want you to leave it in.
I don't...
And please add this. The author of the book was equally as precious to the divine dragon. So much so, the divine dragon gave Merrin the pact ring and vowed to be with her always.
Divine One, you cannot give me something so precious.
If you care so very deeply for me, you have to accept it. Your book must tell the truth. That the divine dragon adored a human named Merrin.
If that's how you feel, thank you, Divine One.
When this incredible book is done, I hope people will see that I'm not so different from them.
Yes, there's just one problem. I can't finish it yet.
Why not?
I have to write about our life together. About how a human and dragon cared for one another.
You make a good point, Merrin. And I can't wait to write that part of the story with you.
Yes. I adore you, Divine One. The stories we write together will be told for thousands of years.
My new moves are coming together nicely. Just a bit more practice and I'll call it a day. And this spot, it's perfect for rehearsal. So quiet and empty. What is that? No good. I'm trapped here. Is it my fate to die like this? It's such a pity to be caught so unprepared. I'd have practiced combat as well as dance.
Hurry! You must get to safety now!
Who said that?
Oh, thank goodness. You can hear what I'm saying, can't you? Follow the sound of my voice. You can hide in here. There's a door to your right. Now go! Hurry!
I'm coming. There. Are you hurt? Who are you? Don't worry. I'm not your enemy. I'm the Divine Dragon. The Divine Dragon, you say? What do you know? My cards spoke true. Unexpected source indeed. Thank you. I am Seagall, a traveling dancer. I was out there rehearsing, and those creatures appeared. A talking ring called me to safety. A talking ring, hmm? Yes. I believe it's a young princess who fell victim to some sort of curse. Isn't that awful? Not a curse, exactly. You know her story, then? Tell me, who is this mysterious ring woman? Hand it to me, and we'll find out together. All right. Bare your fangs, emblem of fates! Practicing your dancing tonight, Seagall? Ah, Divine One. It's not so much practice as it is performance. I have an audience tonight, after all. But there's no one around. There's the moon. The moon? That's right. The silver light shining in the dark above, and the multitude of stars, too. I perform for them all tonight, Divine One. Did you know that when people die, they leave their form behind and become stars? My teacher is up in that sky. This teacher of yours died then? He did. These dance steps were the ones he loved most. It's beautiful, Seagall. Every single movement is just gorgeous. I give up many of life's pleasures in pursuit of perfecting the craft of my dance. It's not easy. I practice my steps intently, and I am vigilant about what fuels my dance. My dancing skills are renowned in song. Complacency and mediocrity are not an option. You're so disciplined. I respect that. And there's something otherworldly about you. Sometimes I'm not sure I should get too close. May I resume dancing now? Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Spirit of the cards, moon and stars above, cast your divine light and answer me. Seagall? What is he trying to divine with such desperation? I beg you to tell me. Will this food offer the perfect fuel for my dance? I yearn for more than merely food. I crave the savory. Please, spirit of the cards. That was not the answer I wanted. He's not acting like he did before. Not at all. Please, calm down, Seagall. Divine One. I don't know what this is about, but this isn't like you at all. Crave the savory? Are you trying to tell me that eating this will provide the perfect fuel for my dance? It's dough fried in butter and then bathed in an oil sauce. And it's incredibly delicious. Oh, I had one of those. It was delicious, all right. I'd think it'd be extra fuel for your dance. Are you making that up? Well... Or just guessing? I'll need to consult the cards for the real answer. I mean, I think I do know. You're doing all that dancing. It's got to be good fuel. And tasty, too.
You don't understand. A dancer of my caliber must be disciplined. On the battlefield, I must inspire all with my perfect dancing. So I must eat only perfect food. If I'm careless, if my dancing suffers and someone dies, I can't allow that.
Seagall, I'm sorry.
Now, I must retreat to the fortune shop and to a meal that is not fried.
Seagall, please, hear me out. I think your dancing is perfect, and enjoying the things you love every now and again won't change that.
What's this all about?
I understand that your dancing is as beautiful as it is because you're so disciplined. But if you eat only to fuel the dance, you're not thinking how savory feeds the soul.
Savory feeds the soul?
Your inner joy surely must also be part of your dance, right? When you danced in the moonlight, thinking of those who had died? That was truly beautiful. I'm sure that dancing while dreaming of savory foods must be distracting.
You're trying to tell me my dance is less perfect because of this?
Fuel your dance with things that bring you joy. We will feel the joy too. I understand that you want to dance perfectly to protect your friends in battle. All the more reason to fuel your moves with savory food too.
Divine One, you don't understand. If I fuel my dance with just anything I want, that's playing with fire. My life as a dancer has always put function before flavor. But I am starting to see what you mean about savory feeding the soul. You're very thoughtful, and that makes me happy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And given you are the Divine One, I will take your advice to heart. In fact, that fried dough bathed in oil sauce from the other day, it's been on my mind.
Then let's go order some.
Now the question is, how much savory is too much savory for one sitting?
Perhaps we should consult the spirit of the cards.
Ah, you saw my reading the other day. Divine One, I'm afraid you've only seen my undignified side lately.
I've seen your charming side as well.
I promise you this. From now on, you'll see a better me. I realize now the dance is both an inside and outside dance. Expect perfection.
I'm happy if you're happy, Seagall.
Divine One, I've been waiting for you. I'd like to perform a special dance for you tonight.
A special dance?
That's right. It's a dance meant for an audience of one. For you alone. Let me begin.
Seagall, that was incredible. I'm genuinely moved.
I did what you said. I fed my soul with savory dishes and let it move me.
I'm really glad to hear that. But why the special dance?
First, let me tell you what the dance means.
Yes, please.
The dance is a promise. A promise I can perform for one person only. You are very special to me. I'll say it plainly. I've cared for you ever since we met at that fortress. Others hold you dear, I know. How could they not? But their feelings can't compare to mine. So I wonder, is it possible you feel something like I do in return?
Seagall, let me explain.
I'm sorry. That was incredibly forward of me.
No, I'm happy you said it. I'm even happier you feel that way. Because I feel the same.
You do?
I do. In fact, I've been thinking that this ring would look perfect on you.
The pact ring?
The very one.
I feel like the moon and all the stars have lit up inside my chest. I promise you, I will work hard and make you proud to have me standing by your side.
You shine so brightly. I only hope I can add a bit more glow. Seagall. I'm so happy we get to walk this path together.
Nothing in this lovely, mysterious world could keep me from you.
Divine One! Divine One! Since you appear human, I am curious. What are the differences between dragon and human?
Let's see. We live a bit longer than humans. We're typically stronger and more agile. You're right about appearance, though. We look much the same.
Interesting. Oh, is it also true that you slumbered in the somniel for 1,000 years? What was it that woke you after all that time? Did you tire of sleeping?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
I see. And what were you doing before you went to sleep?
I'm sorry. I don't remember much from before I woke up.
A pity.
You're asking lots of questions, Kagetsu. Why are you so interested in me?
Why should I not be? We are friends, of course.
Friends? We've actually not spoken that much.
To my mind, we have been friends ever since we first spoke. And I like to know my friends. Is it not so for you? Do you not want to be my friend?
No, of course I do.
Good. Then I would like to know all about you so we can strengthen our bond.
So I should get comfortable and brace for more questions. Got it.
Your hair, Divine One. Is your style unique? Or is it common to all dragon fashion?
Now that you mention it, I have no idea. I don't actually know much about dragons.
It seems they are mysteries even to themselves.
I apologize. You have so many questions, and I have so few answers.
Not at all. I am happy merely to talk with you. In my homeland, it is the dragons of the East who are worshipped, rather than divine or fell. That is why I find you so very interesting.
I had no idea your people worship the dragons of the East. I'd love to know more about your homeland. What's it like?
It is part of the Queendom of Song, but remote. There is not much contact with other regions. Our culture is unique and vibrant, but we are quite secluded.
Is that because your people want to protect their culture from outside influences?
Perhaps, yes. But they also lock it away. I may not seem it, but I was born to royalty. I was trained always to preserve my legacy. That meant always being home, thinking only of family. It was sad, never to step outside of that.
But now you fight with us for a cause you believe in. I'm sure your family is proud of you and the difference you're making in the world.
Maybe so. Did you have any other questions for me? I am happy to answer.
Oh, I sure do. We haven't even discussed the food in your homeland yet. Thank you for the chat the other day, Kagetsu.
Exactly what I was going to say. After our talk, I feel our bond has become unbreakable. To tell the truth, however, I was rather reluctant to speak too much of my homeland.
Why is that?
You said my family back home would be proud of me.
Yes?
Those were kind words, but they were untrue. I abandoned my responsibility and my role. I left only written words to explain my leaving. Are there any parents who would look proudly on their son for this? I think it is impossible. Perhaps they have forgotten me altogether.
Oh, Kagetsu, that just means we have our work cut out for us, doesn't it?
Huh?
If you accomplish great things, your family can't help but be proud of you. So you'll just have to become a living legend across the land. Nothing to it. They can't forget you if your name is on the lips of all the world. And as your friend, I'll help you.
My friend, the Divine One. I had thought one meeting was enough to become friends. I now realize it is not so simple.
True. Friends are much more than that. They help each other through their darkest moments.
If that is the case, then our bond of friendship has grown incredibly strong.
You think so?
Yes. We were friends from the start, but our bond has grown much stronger over time.
That's true. It certainly has.
Indeed. And thanks to that powerful bond, word of our great deeds will be spread far and wide.
You seem to be deep in thought, Kagetsu. What's on your mind?
Divine One. I fear that our bond of friendship has weakened.
Did I do something wrong? I'm so sorry. How can I make it up to you?
No, it is my fault. I understand you now have this pact ring, which you will give to your cherished partner. I wish to be happy for this person. But, however much I try to suppress it, I feel only jealousy. Your bond with your partner will be stronger than any bond of friendship. I cannot bear to be happy for you, because I find myself only wishing that were me.
Kagetsu.
That is why I say our bond has weakened. It is because of my selfish jealousy.
Kagetsu, you're being silly.
No, I am being serious.
I mean, it's silly for you to fret. I was already planning on giving this to you.
The pact ring? Why?
Because I want you to be my cherished partner.
You too? Truly?
Our bond is more powerful than any friendship. I would never lie to you.
Our feelings are identical.
Yes, I am so happy. I have never had greater happiness in all my life. Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you, Kagetsu.
First friends, now partners. I think this bond was meant to be. What is next for us, I wonder?
Family, perhaps? At the very least, I'd love to meet yours.
Very well. Once I am ready to return home, I will take you with me. Until then, I will work hard to make you proud of me. And, as your partner, I will devote my life to bringing you happiness. Because I love you.
Danger looms from every side. I fear we will never make it to my brother.
Princess Saline, I beg you to make your retreat. We'll handle this.
More of the fiends might be on the way. Hurry! Louis, Chloe, you can't possibly expect me to.
It is our sworn duty to protect the princess. We will hold the line for you as long as we must.
You have to leave. If you should fall here, who warns Prince Alfred of the invasion to come? I concede the point, but I'll return for you both. Please hold out until then.
Apologies, Chloe. Pains me greatly to separate you from Princess Saline for even a relatively brief amount of time.
Might I say, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to see you run off with Her Highness yourself. A knight should never leave his princess's side.
The sooner we win, the sooner that will come to pass. What say you, Chloe? Shall we?
Yes, let's.
Louis? What are you doing there?
Oh, hello, Divine One. I wasn't doing anything of note, really. Merely observing those two over there chatting with one another.
Okay. And you're doing that... why?
That is the question, is it not? There are all sorts of philosophical implications to the simple act of asking why. To which I suppose I would respond, for edification.
So you watch people chat in order to learn things?
Precisely. There is deep meaning in these seemingly simple encounters. Through observation, many delightful and subtle details reveal themselves. When one treats them as one would treat a gallery piece, can there possibly be any harm?
I think maybe there can. What's right or wrong goes beyond rules and laws. There's courtesy and decency. If you knew they didn't like being watched, you'd stop, right?
But of course, Divine One. I would never elevate my appreciation above their own comfort.
Just so we're clear. Well then, I guess I'll leave you to it.
Very good, Divine One. I trust that I have eased any concerns you had.
Hi, Louis.
Ah, Greetings, Divine One.
Are you doing your people-watching thing again? I can leave if I'm interrupting.
Oh, you weren't interrupting anything. I was thinking about my family. I left 3 younger brothers behind back in my hometown.
So you're the oldest?
Yes, I am the oldest of us 4.
Wow. It must have been tough being the big brother.
I suppose so, from a certain point of view. Our mother passed away before her time, so it was up to me to raise them. But I loved them nonetheless. We all muddled through together somehow.
Maybe taking care of them is how you got to be such a good retainer.
You know, you may be right. It takes quite a bit to ruffle me, as it were. And now that I consider it, growing up in that way may have given rise to my little hobby.
How so?
Spending one's youth in an all-male household gives one a rather narrow view of the world.
I guess. Do your kid brothers do it too?
They do not.
That kind of pokes a hole in your theory, then. I think it might just be you, Louis.
The mystery deepens. Thank you for your help, Divine One. I always have such trouble deciding on gifts to buy for my brothers.
It was nothing. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to get any gift from their big brother. How's the letter going, by the way? You said you were going to send one with the gifts?
That was my original intent, but I think I've reconsidered.
Why's that?
Well, the purpose of the letter and gifts was that I wasn't sure when next I shall be home. But when it came time to put pen to paper, I found myself merely staring at the blank page.
I wouldn't worry about the best way to say it. Just write whatever you feel.
Something from the heart. How are you? I am doing well. Those are the beginnings of a rather childish letter.
No, it's like the gift. They'll be happy to hear from you no matter what you say. The important thing is to make it clear. Take any chance you get to tell them how you feel.
Wise words. You are correct, of course. Thank you. I shall include a letter after all. And so long as I'm writing to them, I shall tell them all about you.
Me?
My brothers should know how wonderful you are. You won't object to me introducing a precious friend to my family, will you?
Aw, Louis. You're embarrassing me. But yeah, that'd be nice. Sorry to keep you waiting. What was it you wanted to talk about?
Thank you for taking the time to meet with me, Divine One.
Louis?
Would you care for some tea?
I'm fine, thanks. So, you wanted to discuss something? You're fidgeting a lot today. What's going on?
My apologies. I had hoped my anxieties would be less obvious for all the world to see. I brought you here to ask a straightforward question. Yet my hands are shaking, my face is flushed with sweat, and my feet feel leaden.
If something is bothering you, just ask, and I'll help in whatever way I can.
It's my brothers, you see. They strongly wish to meet you once the war ends.
Is that all? Of course.
That's not all. It's the reason they wish to meet you that has me so flustered. How to put this? It would seem my brothers have discovered just what you mean to me, Divine One.
What?
The letter I sent them contained some effusive praise for you. In their reply, they said that they absolutely must meet this person I spoke of so gushingly. They even included our mother's heirloom ring that I might present it to you.
So that's it.
I apologize for putting you in this predicament.
What a beautiful ring. And you're giving it to me?
Pardon? Yes. It would make me happy for you to have it.
Thank you, Louis. You've had so much practice caring for your family that I'd feel lucky for you to care for me. That's why I have a matching gift for you, if you'll take it. It's the pact ring.
You're too kind. When this war is over, we must visit my home and sample the grapes it's famous for.
I'd like that. And I'd like to meet your family as well, of course.
It feels odd to step out of serving you and grow so close. But it's a step I'm happy I took.
snow's really coming down out there.
Yeah, the cathedral always gets hit harder than anywhere else, huh?
And Ivy's late. We've been waiting here for ages. What if she never comes? Maybe things went bad at Brodia Castle and she didn't survive.
No way! Princess Ivy can handle herself.
Thanks, Rosado. You're sweet. Ugh, why is this happening anyway? Ever since Lord Sombron was released, Father's been acting weird. He used to be so kind to me. But since they came into the picture, it's like I hardly exist.
You mean the ones who showed up at Elugia Castle with Lord Sombron?
Yeah, that kid with the hood and the 4 weirdos who follow her around. Father probably only likes them because they brought him so many rings. I thought if I could get him some, he might praise me like he used to. Look how that turned out.
I'm sorry, Hortensia.
It's not your fault. What happened at the Grand Crossing, that was all me. I don't have any clue what Father's up to. I don't know why he wants the rings or what this ritual's about. I'm totally in the dark.
Hortensia, pardon me for interrupting.
Hey, Goldmary.
King Hyacinth has asked you to join him at the altar. And he wants you to have this.
An emblem ring?
Whoa, the king gave you another one, huh?
He said you should wear it and prepare yourself for battle.
That must mean the Divine Dragon is coming. Good. I'll get some answers about what happened at Brodia Castle. Let's go, you two!
We're in Solm now. I think it's safe to say we lost them.
Perhaps we should pause for a moment then. I'm sure your wyvern needs to rest her wings.
Good idea. Let's take a breather and then start looking for Hortensia. We have to make sure she gets the ring of the Azure Twins.
Indeed.
Aha! There they are!
Let's seize them!
Is a few minutes rest really too much to ask?
Let's get out of here, Goldmary. Hortensia!
You're not hurt, are you? I was so worried.
Not as worried as I was! Oh, I'm so happy you two are alive!
Nice to see you and your retainers back together again.
The Divine Dragon! Watch out!
Put that away, Rosado! I'm on the Divine Dragon's side now. My sister is too.
Princess Ivy as well?
Psst. If you're being held against your will, blink 3 times.
I swear, it's not like that. I wanted to join them, so I did. I made this choice for Elugia. Question is, as my retainers and my friends, will you join me?
All right. If this is what you want, then it's what I want too.
Whatever banner you're under, I will defend it with all my might.
Good. I knew I could count on you two.
Divine One? Sorry for drawing my weapon on you. Here, this is yours.
Is this...
the Ring of the Azure Twins. We stole it from the ship we were on.
Thank you.
Good going.
I hope my dazzling abilities do not blind you.
This is just what we needed. Restore calm. Emblem of the sacred. Hello, Rosado.
Divine One, have you seen my latest drawing?
I have. An old well deep in a forest. A single sunbeam illuminating a lone flower in bloom. You conveyed a perfect balance of warmth and isolation, light and dark. Just breathtaking.
Exactly. You saw all that right away, didn't you? You would not believe how much time I spent hiking in the woods to find that view. But to hear your experience, to know you understand, makes it all worth it.
Finding beautiful things, then sharing them with friends who would never see them otherwise? You've found a lovely hobby, Rosado. I can't wait for your next piece.
Aw, sweet of you to say. But if you're expecting more, I need to raise the stakes. Hey, maybe you could help me. There's a spot I want to get to, but it's a tough hike. It would definitely help to have a buddy.
I'd love to come along.
Great! Thanks so much! Need some water?
Thanks. Whew. We've come a long way. Are we close?
If the rumor I heard in town is true, yeah, we should be.
Rumor? We came all this way for a rumor?
Yup, quite a rumor though. The spot we're looking for is supposed to have a view worth any risk to see. If it's even close to true, nothing can keep me from it. Not distance, not exhaustion, not thirst.
I admire your passion for your work, Rosado.
More like a passion for everyone's likes. But thanks.
Likes?
Oh, you know, smiles, compliments. All the ways people enjoy my work. Every time I hear someone liked a drawing, I'm that much happier. And more motivated.
It's definitely uplifting when someone can see and appreciate what you do.
Speaking of, we're almost there. Come on! The drawing's important, but so's the journey to get there. Let's enjoy it, you and me.
Lead on, Rosado. Your rendition of that landscape came out stunning, Rosado. I saw it on display in the cafe. Everyone who walked by seemed to stop and stare at it.
Oh, I'm so glad! It was worth the trip, right?
It was. Even if we almost drowned crossing that river on the way, and that pack of wolves that chased us, I really thought we were going to die. But that's all just fond memories now. And the view we found made it all worth it.
Thanks again for coming with. I couldn't have drawn that piece without your help.
I've been meaning to ask you, Rosado. Is your passion for art really only about likes?
What?
Watching you draw that day, it felt like maybe you had another goal, beyond validation.
I guess... I do? The world is filled with so much beauty. Most people only get to see a little of it.
True. It's impossible for people to see everything on their own.
That's such a waste, isn't it? There are forms of beauty out there we don't even have names for. Unique, precious things. If I can show people even a little more of the diversity in the world, I'll be happy. It'll mean I've helped build a world where folks accept and appreciate each other's differences.
Opening minds by showing them new things. Didn't know you were such a profound thinker.
Maybe I'm just showing off.
Not at all. I have a lot of respect for you, Rosado. Even more now.
Thank you. That means a lot. Want to join me the next time I go looking for a new landscape to draw?
I'd love to. I'm eager to see what you show me next.
Hey, Divine One. You think I'm cute, right?
Of course. You're adorable.
Glad we're on the same page. That should make this easier. Since I'm currently the cutest person in your life, there's something I want you to have.
Okay.
Here it is. What do you think, Divine One?
A hair clip? It's beautiful.
Nothing but the best. I got it back home, in the village of the fair folk.
I'm grateful, but why are you giving this to me?
Because if you wear it, then you'll be the cutest person in your life.
Me? The cutest?
That's right. As an expert on the subject, I believe I'd know. In fact, you wouldn't just be the cutest in your own life. You'd be the cutest in mine, too. I'm sure you understand. It isn't easy for me to admit something like that, but I can't help it. You're that special to me, Divine One.
That deserves a like.
What?
I'm glad you said something. I feel the same way about you, Rosado. You're my closest friend. I'm so grateful to be a part of your life.
Aw, Divine One.
So, there's something I want you to have as well.
The pact ring? This is a precious gift. Are you sure you want me to have it?
I can't just give you a like and leave it at that. This is a gesture more in line with how I feel.
In that case, I'll happily accept. It's an adorable ring after all. Fitting that it came from you. And since this kind of cuteness goes with everything, I think I'll wear it all the time.
Please do. Nothing would make me happier.
Let it serve as a reminder of our everlasting friendship, then. No matter what happens, as long as you see this on my finger, you know I'll be there for you.
The problem's even worse than I expected.
Hey, there they are! Pandreo! Bunet!
Fogado, you're late. I was starting to think you wanted us to die out here.
With any further delay, these creatures would have made a meal of us.
Sorry about that, fellas. But hey, I brought help.
Help? What do you mean, help?
Oh, Pandreo, my pious friend. This is really gonna blow your mind.
Hello, I'm the Divine Dragon. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's the Divine Dragon. The Divine Dragon? Hang on. What were you thinking, bringing the Divine Dragon here?
That hair. Like 2 scoops of sorbet swirling together in the desert heat.
Hey, save it for the kitchen. That's a deity you're talking about.
I knew this would get you two fired up. Divine One, these are my Sentinel friends. What do you say? Ready to handle a mission with us?
Ready.
Divine One, I must say, you have the most evocative eyes. This one's like a cherry tomato. Oh, and that one, a blueberry.
Thanks, I think. You did mean those as compliments, right?
Of course. Tomatoes and blueberries are among the most precious treasures that nature gives us. I am steeped in culinary traditions from all over the world, ergo my penchant for food analogies. So inspiring.
I guess it makes sense that a chef would see the world in terms of ingredients. Thank you.
No. It is I who should be thanking you for allowing me to find inspiration in your tomato and blueberry eyes.
How impressive, Bunet. To know about so many dishes from around the world.
I have much more to learn, and inspiration strikes me in many unexpected ways. I aspire to experience every flavor inspiration, and to create new recipes for people to enjoy.
Wow. I look forward to seeing you do that.
A chef must always be up for a culinary journey, wherever it may go. What is that aroma?
I don't smell anything.
It's you. You're emitting a scent that I do not recognize.
Oh, that. I got some sauce on a bit of clothing at lunch. It was such a small amount, I didn't think anyone would notice. Sorry, I'll go change.
No. Please, allow me to find inspiration in this curious scent.
Oh.
This must be from a dish I'm not familiar with. Might I ask you for a quick lick? I'm not familiar with this dish you ate.
You want to taste the sauce? On my clothing? Oh, I know. Why don't we speak with the person who's on meal duty?
I'd love to know sooner than that. It's my culinary curiosity, you see.
Still, my clothing?
I've been thinking about cooking, ingredients, and flavors for as long as I can remember. And over the years, I've diligently added to my culinary vocabulary. Can you help?
I know I said I was excited about your ambitions as a chef, but this one's a no. I support your finding inspiration, but there are limits. Besides, there's more to great cooking than knowing all the flavors.
I don't understand.
You'll figure it out. In the meantime, I'm going to go change. Excuse me.
What could the Divine Dragon have meant by that? Divine One, I owe you an apology for my rudeness the other day.
We talked through it, and I got my clothing washed. All fine.
Yes, but what you told me, that there is more to great cooking than knowing all the flavors. I dove back into my culinary training to better understand what you meant, what I'm missing.
You did?
Yes. After we spoke, I retreated to the kitchen and have been cooking all this time. I worked from morning to night to cook up a dish inspired by that sauce stain.
Wow. All this because I spilled something on my clothes.
Still, I could not find an answer. And as I verged on despair, a thought came to mind. How about instead of worrying about this, I make food the Divine One would enjoy? So that's what I did. And the taste of the resulting dish far exceeded my expectations. That's the secret to great cooking, isn't it? Caring for the people you're cooking for.
Absolutely. I completely agree. It's about caring for people, not knowing every flavor and recipe under the sun.
Divine One, I'm sorry that I made you uncomfortable.
It's okay. I still support you, even if I had to draw the line. I have no doubt that one day, you will be the world's best chef.
Thank you. You know, I have that dish right here if you'd like to try it.
Of course. I'd love to.
Divine One, I have created an entirely new dish. If you would, please try it. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
It certainly looks delicious. The colors are beautiful.
The tomatoes and blueberries you see there, they were inspired by your beautiful eyes. Enjoy.
All right. Thank you. This is incredible. It's better than anything I've ever tasted.
I am pleased to hear it. I was determined to make this dish something extraordinary for you. When I cook with you in mind, the food tastes transcendent. I would like to do so more often. That is, I would like to cook with you in mind. Forever. If it pleased you.
Do you mean?
I mean, I would like to be your partner, Divine One. If you found the food I made for you pleasing, that is. But if it's inconvenient, I'll remember this dish fondly and return to my chef's duties.
Oh, no. That doesn't sound good at all. Please, stay. I'd like you to make more incredible dishes for me. Actually, Bunet, even if you didn't cook me a single meal, I'd want you to stay. Here, this packed ring. It's for you.
Thank you. The ring is beautiful. Just like you.
All the cooking aside, there's so much we'll get to learn about each other.
I am looking forward to it. This moment tastes of pure sweetness, but I will savor all the flavors we cook up together.
The problem's even worse than I expected.
Hey, there they are! Pandreo! Bunet!
Fogado! You're late! I was starting to think you wanted us to die out here.
With any further delay, these creatures would have made a meal of us.
Sorry about that, fellas. But hey, I brought help.
Help? What do you mean, help?
Oh, Pandreo, my pious friend. This is really gonna blow your mind.
Hello, I'm the Divine Dragon. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's the Divine Dragon! The Divine Dragon?! Hang on! What were you thinking, bringing the Divine Dragon here?
That hair! Like 2 scoops of sorbet swirling together in the desert heat.
Hey, save it for the kitchen. That's a deity you're talking about.
I knew this would get you two fired up. Divine One, these are my sentinel friends. What do you say? Ready to handle a mission with us?
Ready.
Ah, Divine One. Just the dragon I was hoping to see. I could use a favor.
Oh? What kind of favor?
I'm hosting a party soon, and I'd like for you to be there. At our church, you're the center of our everything. Our deity. I think your attendance would really raise everyone's spirits.
Tell me more about this party. What is it going to be like?
Oh, nothing formal. Just an occasion to sing, dance, and have a good time. You can blow off some steam and lend an ear to the other guests. Hear their stories.
That sounds fun, but what does my listening to people have to do with anything?
Don't you see? It would be incredibly encouraging to everyone. The first time I saw you with my own eyes was like seeing the light.
You're coming on a little strong.
Excuse me. Got a little intense there, didn't I? Anyway, it's short notice, so there's no need to let me know right away. But I'll tell you, I don't throw so-so parties. If I'm hosting it, you know it'll be a blowout.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you, Divine One.
Pandreo, I'm sorry, but after thinking about it, I'm going to pass on the party invitation.
Ah, your schedule's full? That's too bad. Maybe next time.
No, it's not about my schedule.
Oh. Then, can I ask why?
From a distance, people may see me as a god, but up close, I'm nothing special. Why disappoint everyone by letting them find out that the Divine Dragon is just a person?
That's what you're worried about? I must have given you the wrong impression. Listen, when I was a boy, you saved my life.
What? How? I was asleep.
Well, my parents were scummy, frankly. They left my sister and me when we were little. But a priest at the church turned my life around with a little-known prophecy. When the dragon child rises from their slumber on the dais, saved the world will be. Screwed up as the world got, it would be saved. That gave me the hope I needed to keep going, and I'm not alone. The faithful have always believed that you would awaken. So no, you won't disappoint them. You're living proof that their hopes are coming to pass.
I understand now. All right, Pandreo. You've convinced me. I'll come to that party of yours.
Thank you! Thank you! Everyone will be thrilled to see you there. Pinch me. I mean, did that really happen? Did I just go to a party with the actual Divine Dragon?
I was glad to see everyone having a good time.
You gave them a reason to hold on to hope. I can't thank you enough for that.
I should be thanking you. All the music and merriment really did lift my spirits. I'm feeling more hopeful myself.
And what did I tell you? Not one disappointed face in the house.
True. I almost feel embarrassed that I passed on your invitation at first. I owe it to those people to stay strong.
One day, you'll bring peace to the world. And I'll help in whatever small way I can. Together, we'll lead everyone to a better future.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have to ask you about something.
Of course. What is it?
At one point, everyone started howling. What was that all about?
That's just a way members of my congregation express their fervor. A little crass, I know. Please erase it from your memory.
Sure thing.
Divine One, please.
Oh, that was fun. Now I get the appeal. Hey there, Pandreo.
Divine One! I wish you wouldn't do the whole howling thing. It's so beneath you.
Okay. If you say so. Anyway, what's going on?
Well, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Oh, I guess I'll just say it. I have feelings for you.
What? Where did this come from all of a sudden?
There's nothing sudden about it. I've felt like this for a long time. I know it must be sacrilegious, a cleric caring this much for someone as holy as you. But as a man of the cloth, I don't feel right hiding this secret. And it's okay, Divine One. I know you can't commit yourself to a humble cleric like me. I just appreciate you hearing what I had to say, self-indulgent as it was. I should go now.
Please. Wait.
Huh?
Who says a divine dragon and a cleric can't commit themselves to each other? Tell me.
That would be...
Please, Pandreo. You helped me understand something important. You helped me understand what I mean to people, and what my role in all of this truly is. You made me feel connected. You are so precious to me, and yet you say I'm not allowed to feel like this?
Divine One, no. No one can tell you how to feel or how not to feel. No one.
Then please, take this. It's the pact ring. I want you to wear it. I want you to be by my side.
If that's what you want from me.
Yes, Pandreo. That's what I want.
Did you feel that? Everything just got a bit brighter.
Maybe that's my mother. Maybe she's letting us know how happy this makes her.
Queen Lumera? I hope so.
When two people have feelings for each other like we do, that can't be forbidden or denied. You and I will walk hand in hand together from now on.
Yes. Divine One, I adore you. And no matter what lies ahead, I will never let go of your hand.
Made it. And not a moment too soon. The Crown Prince Alfred of Bunet is here to help. Let me at him.
Thank you for helping with my mother's funeral.
It was the final service we could provide Queen Lumera as stewards.
I can't believe she's gone.
Come on, Fram. Think how hard this must be on the Divine Dragon. We gotta hold it together.
I'm trying, but...
Lumera. I never thought our paths would diverge so soon.
Nor I. And to leave a child behind, I did that in death. A bitter memory. I vowed to protect your offspring in your absence, Lumera.
If we could grant our power now...
Marth, you know that's not possible without the other emblems here.
Yes, I know. This is awful. Sorry I couldn't have done... something.
No, Prince Alfred. Without you, our losses may have been even greater. Though I must ask, why did you come? Was there something you needed?
Our kingdom is in danger. My mother sent me to ask Queen Lumera for help. All over Firene, our people are being attacked by these creatures.
Creatures? What kind of creatures?
These things are like people, but cracked, almost crumbling.
The corrupted.
Oh, so that's what you call them.
Yes, corpses brought back to life.
No wonder they wouldn't listen to us. They just keep attacking everything. We sent our knights out to hold them off, but it's a losing battle. My kingdom is being destroyed. Divine One, will you help us? Please, come with me to Firene.
Me? What can I do? It was my mother's help you wanted, not mine.
Queen Lumera is gone. You're the last divine dragon. We need the power of the rings to save Firene. And only you can do that. Sorry, I don't mean to press the topic. I'll return to Firene. We'll do what we can.
I'm coming with you.
You will?
I don't want more families to be torn apart. More people to suffer. Even if I'm scared, I have to push through my fear. Now that my mother is gone, it's my duty to step into the role of Divine Dragon. And if each kingdom is protecting rings, I take it Firene has one, correct?
That's right.
Then I need to go there anyway, to honor my mother's request. She asked me to gather all of the rings and bring peace back to Helios. As the Divine Dragon, I officially accept the Kingdom of Firene's request for aid.
That's great to hear. Thank you, Divine One.
Happy to help, Prince Alfred.
Just Alfred is fine. I've been visiting you at the Somniel since I was a boy. I think of you as an old friend. A very, very old friend.
I appreciate that. Actually, I can't remember anything from before I fell asleep.
Nothing?
This world is new to me. I appreciate having friends who can teach me about it.
I'll do my best. Can't say I'll know much compared to Queen Lumera, but I'll try.
Thank you, Alfred.
Here we are, the Kingdom of Firene.
What a beautiful place.
Isn't it? And no sign of the corrupted, so that's good. That was quite a trip. Crossing the sea all the way from Lethos. I hope you're not worn out.
I'm fine.
Good, good. Listen, I'm sorry for twisting your arm to come with me.
Alfred, it's all right. I wanted to come. How about before we arrive at the castle, you tell me more about this kingdom of yours?
Happy to. Let's see. Firene is one of the 4 nations of Helios in the southwest. It's ruled by my mother, Queen Ev. We're known as a land of plenty. Our people value peace above all else. We haven't seen war for centuries.
You must come from a long line of capable leaders.
That's kind of you to say. Peace doesn't always come easy. Mother had to hammer out a non-aggression pact with our neighbors. The pact says there won't be war between us, Solm, and Brodia.
Right. Solm, the Queendom of Freedom, and Brodia, the Kingdom of Might.
You've got it. Solm is an open-minded country. They've always had good relations with Firene. But an alliance with Brodia took some doing. Their king's an ambitious man. He's always launching attacks on Elusia to expand his own territory.
I take it Elusia isn't in the alliance.
No. Honestly, they're so far away, we don't interact with them too much. We know it's snowy there, with long winters, and that some Elusians worship the Fell Dragon.
The Fell Dragon?
It's troubling, I know. But people can believe what they believe. Sorry, I didn't bring it up to turn you against Elusia.
It's not them I hate. It's the Fell Dragon. Him and the one who killed my mother. Can you tell me more about the emblem ring that was entrusted to Firene?
Oh, sure. It's the Ring of the Caring Princess. Doesn't look like anything special. Until I met you and Marth, I thought the emblems were legends. I can't wait to tell my sister they exist. She'll really be knocked for a loop.
You have a sister?
Yeah, the Princess of Firene, Saline. She's at the castle with Mother right now.
Princess Saline. I look forward to meeting her.
Just call her Saline. I'm sure you two will get along great. Here's Flora Milltown. Castle's close now. We'll just cut through here and... Something's off.
What is it?
I think there might be trouble ahead. There's the castle!
It's so quiet. Where are our knights? Or the Elusian soldiers, for that matter?
You said they were marching toward the castle when you left. They've probably made their way inside.
But then, what of the townsfolk? What of Mother?
Let's hurry.
Mother!
Mother, we're here! Alfred, Saline!
Oh, look. The kids are home.
You Elusian scum! Get Get away from her!
Who's going to make us? I'm glad you've come. Now we can see for ourselves if the princess has the ring.
No! Please! Leave my children alone!
Of course, as long as you tell me where the ring is. Ah, young Saline does have it, doesn't she? We'll have to kill her then. The prince too, for good measure. Take Her Majesty away. We'll continue our conversation later if need be.
Unhand me!
Mother! Let her go!
All right, enough with the dramatics. Huh? You look familiar. No, it couldn't be. Who are you?
I am the Divine Dragon.
Such lies. Lumera is the last of her kind.
Shows what you know. The Divine One was asleep for 1,000 years.
Really? When did that beastly woman have a child? Very well. Perhaps you can tell me what happened to dear Lumera then. I've been so worried about her since that awful battle at Lithos Castle.
How do you know about that?
How indeed.
You stole the rings? You killed my mother?
She died? Oh, that poor dear.
Murderer. I will avenge her.
Why, I didn't kill her. I will say your coming here was quite helpful. Assuming you are the beast's offspring. Because that means you have them, don't you? The rings of the Hero King and the Holy Knight.
You'll never take them. Never.
You were after our ring.
I won't waste my breath on explanations, but I will tell you this. The Kingdom of Elusia has freed Lord Sombron from his imprisonment.
The Fell Dragon has returned? No.
Of course, even we couldn't have accounted for... you. His return must have awoken you. Show a little gratitude.
You're wrong. I awoke because of my mother. Because she waited for me. All these years.
A touching tale, I'm sure. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alfred, Mother is in the back room. She's okay.
Oh, that's a relief.
Thank you, all of you, for rescuing me. My children, you're safe. What a relief.
We have a guest, Mother. Someone came all the way from Lithos to see you.
The Divine Dragon?
Queen Ev, it's an honor to meet you. I'm so glad that you're all right. I've come here by invitation of Prince Alfred.
Just look at you, awake at long last. I am Ev, the Queen of Firene. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you.
The Divine Dragon has come to help our country, Mother. We were just in time to rescue Saline. And get this! The Divine One summoned Emblem Celica from our ring!
A legendary emblem. Oh my, how extraordinary. Thank you sincerely. You have my deepest gratitude. My family is safe because of you. You are blessed with the same powers as your mother. How is Queen Lumera?
Well, she's gone. My mother passed away.
No! That's awful. I'm so sorry.
Some intruders entered the castle. They tried to kill me, but she gave her life to protect mine.
Oh, how tragic.
I'm glad that I could spare your children the pain of losing their mother.
My heart goes out to you.
Forgive me. We've only just met, and here I am, laying my grief at your feet. I just wish I could have saved her too.
Divine One, while I cannot take away your sorrow, perhaps I can help you bear it. To reunite with her and then lose her so soon, I can only imagine how painful that was. For now, allow yourself to grieve, knowing that I grieve with you.
Thank you, Queen Ev. Your warmth, your kindness. It's almost like she's here with me.
How are you feeling?
Better. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
No, we shouldn't have dragged you into all this right now. I'm sorry, Divine One.
As am I.
But if I hadn't left when I did, what might have happened to you, Céline? Or you, Queen Ev? I'm proud to serve people in need, like my mother did.
Thank you.
Now, the Illusian leader. She said her kingdom released the Fell Dragon. I take it that's why the corrupted are appearing in Elyos again.
Now there's no question that the Fell Dragon's after the rings. Which means we need to hurry. Head them off before they can reach the next one.
Queen Ev, your country's ring. May I take it?
Of course. The kingdom of Firene gives it with love, trust, and gratitude.
Thank you very much.
There is something you should know, however. My kingdom has another emblem ring in its possession.
What? Since when?
There is another ring? Here in Firene?
It was kept secret to avoid conflict. For generations, knowledge of this ring has been confined to the monarchs of Firene. However, now that the Fell Dragon has arisen, it is best to dispel the shroud of secrecy. It is commonly thought that the Divine Dragon gave one ring to each country's leader. However, Firene received a second. The Ring of the Dawn Maiden.
I see.
To ensure that no one would find it, the ring was hidden away far from the castle. It rests in a shrine on the Brodian border.
Oh, I remember those old ruins.
What? You do?
Yeah. Mother took me there after Father died. She told me to keep the location in mind. At the time, I didn't know why. Now it makes sense.
I was preparing you for the day you became king.
I'll take everyone to the shrine. From there, I can continue on with the Divine Dragon.
So, you are leaving, Alfred?
Yes. I want to do my part to end this war. With your blessing, Mother, I'm going to help the Divine Dragon bring peace to Elyos.
Mother, I would like to join as well.
Alfred. Céline.
You have my blessing. I know you will serve the Divine Dragon with honor, on one condition. Swear to me that you will come back alive.
I swear it.
I swear it.
Thank you very much, Queen Ev.
I trust that you will take some time to rest prior to your departure. The journey ahead will be arduous, but know that you are all in my prayers. May good fortune shine upon you.
Morning, Divine One.
Good morning, Alfred. That's quite the smile. Having a good day, are you?
You can say that again. I got up before sunrise and did tons of training. Even got an early run-in. And the cherry on top, I get to see your bright and shining face. What a day to be alive.
There's no need to tease me.
Who's teasing? Wouldn't you be just as happy to wake up to the sight of a friend?
Well, yes. I do feel happy when I see my friends.
See? Me too. But, look, isn't there anything I can do for you? You've been awake a while, but it must be hard. There's bound to be a lot you're still adjusting to. Tell your friend Alfred all about it.
Let me think. No, there's nothing bothering me at the moment.
Good, great. But if there is something, well, I want to be the first to know. Before you left Lethos, you asked me as a friend to teach you things, to help you adjust. And knowing you wanted to be friends just tickled me.
Our friendship makes me happy too, Alfred. Hi, Alfred. Do you have a moment?
Sure do. Whatever you need, I'm all ears.
I appreciate the beautiful breakfasts you've been bringing me in the mornings, but would you please stop making them?
Oh no! They've been too heavy on the meat, haven't they? I just wanted you to get strong.
To be honest, they do have a ton of meat, but that's not why I'm bringing it up. I just feel bad that you've gone out of your way to do this for me every morning.
I get you. Sorry about that. I wasn't out to make you feel bad. I thought my friend would enjoy waking up to healthy, yummy breakfasts. But I'll cut it out.
Thank you, Alfred. There was one other thing. Every night, as I'm fading into sleep, I hear the haunting song of a flute.
Yeah, that's me playing a lullaby, just making sure the Divine One gets a good night's rest.
Ah, I thought that was your silhouette outside my sanctum. Your playing is quite lovely, but I'd like for you to stop doing that as well. Please. The song continued into the late hours, and it started invading my dreams.
Oh no, I am so sorry. I had a hard time telling when you were asleep, so I just kept going. I was only trying to help, but wow, this really didn't pan out. Maybe I'm not worthy of being your friend.
That's rather extreme.
I always try to keep things light, but I feel awful right now. I need a jog to clear my head. Sorry for the trouble, Divine One. I'm off for my run. Goodbye.
Wait! Alfred? Ah, there you are, Alfred. Do you recall when you said you weren't worthy of my friendship?
Yeah. I didn't think hard enough about your feelings, and I made a pest of myself.
Well, I disagree with what you said. You're my friend, Alfred. We ended up here because you were trying so hard to help me, which I do appreciate. So please, don't ever say things like that again.
Sorry, Divine One. Everything I did was way off the mark. How could I possibly still call myself your friend?
You already do so much for me, Alfred. Doing additional things isn't necessary. You know, you were the first friend I made after I awoke. It would pain me if my first friend didn't spend time around me anymore.
Your first friend, huh? That's got a real ring to it. Thank you. I'd be honored. I did feel close to you, you know, even before you woke up. So when you finally did wake up, I was so excited that I went completely overboard. But I'm through with all that. From now on, let's be plain old friends.
I'd like that. Very much.
Good. Oh, I have a great idea. As my totally regular friend, what do you say we do laps around the atrium together?
Laps? As in running? Right now?
No time like the present. Off we go!
Now wait just a moment. I haven't even agreed. Alfred? Alfred!
Good morning, Divine One.
Good morning, Alfred. Is something troubling you? You look a little upset.
You could tell, huh? I'm dealing with a lot of emotions right now. You know me. I act, then maybe I think. Not the other way around.
Yes, I've noticed that in you. Once you have an idea, you run with it.
But for the first time in maybe ever, I'm dragging my heels getting something done. This time, if I act without thinking, I might end up destroying a perfectly good friendship. Plus, I'd be going back on my word.
What do you mean?
Remember when I said I wanted us to be plain old friends?
Don't tell me you're back to feeling unworthy of my friendship again.
I'm the Crown Prince of Fierne. I can't be a coward when it comes to this of all things. Plain old friends isn't gonna cut it with me anymore, sorry to say. Divine One, I want us to be closer than that. I said I'd stop going overboard when it comes to you, but I can't help myself. I even brought you this. See what I mean?
The embroidery on this is exquisite.
It's an old Fiernese tradition to pass down embroidered clothes through the generations. This royal piece has been resewn so many times it's taken on a completely new form. Still, I have it. And I'm supposed to give it to someone important to me to show I care.
Wow, thank you so much. I will happily accept your gesture.
Oh, gosh. You're sure? It's not too much?
No, it's perfect. I feel the same way about you, thinking back. I felt that way almost as soon as we met in Lethos Castle. Now I have something for you. Please, may I see your hand, Alfred?
The pact ring?
We're going to be inseparable. I look forward to the journey ahead with you.
Thank you. I'm done holding back my feelings. I love you. You've made me the happiest man in the world.
We're here. Brodia Castle. I don't see any Illusian soldiers. Thank goodness. The attack hasn't begun.
Wait. There's someone in front of the gate. He doesn't look like a guard.
Is it an enemy soldier? No, that's Diamant! He must have come out to greet us!
I've been waiting for you, Divine One. I greet you as the Crown Prince of Brodia. I'm Diamant. I've heard so much about you. I'm honored to finally meet the legend in person.
It's a pleasure, Prince Diamant.
And Prince Alfred, welcome. Queen Ev's letter explained your situation. Thanks for coming all this way. It's good to see you.
Likewise. I'm sorry it took a war for us to meet again after all this time.
Oh, and Alchrist. Thanks for escorting our guests from the border. I know that's a rugged road.
It was nothing, really. I bear ill news, however. Illusian forces attacked us at the Grand Crossing.
Is that right?
A battalion led by Princess Hortensia. We fought her off, but she said something troubling. The Crown Princess intends to assault Brodia Castle. If they're after our emblem ring, we may be on course for a dangerous confrontation.
We'll have to prepare our defenses. Thanks for the warning, Alchrist. Come. Father will want to hear about this.
Why do you all look so tense?
Father, you were supposed to be waiting inside.
Yes, I know. And I was. But then I had this feeling my boy Alchrist might be home. Seems my fatherly intuition was right, as usual. Welcome back, son.
Thank you, Father.
I wish you'd stop finding excuses to leave the castle. It's not safe out here.
Please, Diamant, not another lecture. Where's the harm in welcoming my dear boy back from his journey? Anyway, we'd best not argue in front of our guests.
Oh, it's all right.
Please, pardon my rudeness. Divine One, Prince Alfred, welcome. I am Mauvier, King of Brodia.
Good to meet you.
Likewise. I never imagined I'd meet the Divine Dragon. Indeed, such a special occasion calls for a welcoming duel.
There's no time for that. We have an important matter to discuss. As Alchrist was escorting our guests from the border, Illusian soldiers attacked them.
Huh. Illusions.
It appears that the Crown Princess is planning an assault on Brodia Castle.
Already making their move, huh? Soldiers, go now! Shore up our defenses!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well done getting that information, Alchrist.
Please, I don't deserve such kind words.
Humble as ever, son.
King Morian, excuse me, but I need your kingdom's aid.
You want our emblem ring, right? I knew you'd ask. That's why I brought it. Here, the ring of the young lion. Hey, Diamant, think fast.
Father, we're supposed to take care of the ring, not throw it around.
Ah, you're no fun.
Alfred?
Yes?
King Morian seems so nice. This is the man who's always invading Illusia? I thought he'd be more intimidating.
You're seeing Morian friend and family man. He's known to be a big-hearted guy. But in battle, the demon comes out. He's not someone you want as your enemy.
Ugh. Father can be such a handful sometimes. Divine One, I've got the ring for you.
Thank you.
What will you do with it?
I'm going to summon an emblem. Rise up, emblem of binding.
I'm Roy. If you're summoning me, that can only mean war has begun.
There was a person in there?
How about that? All along, this emblem dwelt in our family's ring, and now you have released him. It seems divine is no exaggeration, huh?
Urgent news, Your Majesty. An illusion wyvern rider is approaching. It's dodging all our archers' attacks.
What?
She's here. Divine One, may I call upon Roy's help to defend the castle?
Of course.
I underestimated how far you could get into Brodian territory, Princess Ivy.
My soldiers are on the way. Now, I will give you a chance to surrender before they arrive.
Oh, I'm itching for that fight.
Father, go back to the castle.
What? Why?
If something happened to you, our country would be devastated. Please, leave this to us.
Right. Why should the king get a say in the matter? I'll do as you ask. But, Diamant, Alchrist, don't you dare get killed.
We won't.
Well, we'll try not to.
You must be the Divine Dragon.
That's right.
You really are as stunning as my sister said. I'm pleased to meet you. As is my ring.
But that's...
The ring of the Sage Lord. A gift from my father. With its power, I am sorry to say, I must kill you.
I won't let that happen. It's you who will fall, Princess Ivy.
You won't surrender then? In that case, my forces will prepare for battle.
As will ours.
I'll stop at nothing to get those rings back.
It's over, Princess Ivy. Surrender.
I will not. There is more for me to do.
No!
She's gone.
Your Highness, urgent news from the border.
What is it?
An Illusion battalion stands at the ready. King Hyacinth is acting as general. He's leading their army himself.
What?
Yes. And he is demanding to see King Morian.
I must face him. Anything less would bring dishonor to Brodia.
Father, he's baiting you. This may be a trap of some kind. Go back inside.
Ha! I can fight my way out of whatever trap he springs.
I urge you to reconsider.
Listen, who's the father and who's the son here? Stop trying to protect me. Son, this has been happening a lot lately. What's it all about? Are you worried Brodia might lose this war? Or lose its king?
We're not ready for any of this. Brodia to lose its king. Or me, my father.
Diamant.
From a young age, I was told I would lead Brodia after you died. Imagine, a boy forced to anticipate his father's death. To think of that empty throne. The Fell Dragon has returned. War is here. The future is uncertain. And I'm not ready.
It's all right, Diamant. If I die, I die. Brodia will live on.
But, Father...
What? You don't believe me? After I'm gone, I know you will lead with a steady hand. Though, I'm offended you expect that day to come so soon. You think I'm gonna lose, huh? You think I'm weak? That I need your protection? Oh, the hubris of youth.
That's not what I meant.
King Hyacinth awaits me on the field of war, his army at the ready. If Brodia hides, then what? After years locked in battle with Illusia, will we reveal ourselves as cowards? Listen to me, Diamant. I will fight bravely for Brodia. I do not fear death. Being known as a king who runs from battle, that scares me far more. What do you think about this, Alchrist?
Me?
If I die, and Diamant alongside me, you will take the throne.
Father, don't say that.
I will not let that pass. I will protect Diamant to the bitter end.
Alchrist.
Haha, that's my boy! Diamant, you could learn a thing or two from your brother. Fear has no place in my kingdom. If we step into fear, then we step out of Brodia. Now then, to the border!
It seems I can't dissuade you from this path. All I can do is walk it with you. Come on, everyone. Let's show Illusia why we're called the Kingdom of Might.
Haha, that's it. This won't be the last time I see the castle. And when I'm back, a tournament with our strongest warriors. That means you, Divine One.
Me?
Yes, I want to see you transform into a mighty dragon. Whoosh! Roar!
Oh, okay.
What's the matter?
Ah, nothing. You're right. I could turn into a dragon.
Haha, I'm looking forward to that.
I'd like to spar with you too, Divine One, after Father gets his chance. But that's for later. Now, we should prepare for our journey to the border.
Indeed.
This talk of turning into a dragon. Mother could. Can I? I have no idea if I can. Or how. Diamant, where's the king?
He's headed to the front line. Our orders are to wait here with the rear guard.
Will do.
Here, take this.
The ring? You didn't give it to your father?
I tried. He wouldn't take it.
The king said that if anything should happen, he wants you to keep my ring safe.
But what if he needs it?
Father wants a fair fight. Not to say that using the ring is unfair, but we Brodians have a particular sense of pride. He wants to stand in his own strength, and asked us to respect that.
I understand. I'm just not sure our enemies will have the same code of honor. Let's be at the ready. If push comes to shove, I want to be able to help.
It's a plan.
Agreed.
It looks like the battle has begun.
Your invasions of my country come at a very high price. And now you will pay it.
Do you really think you can withstand the might of Brodia?
Yes, my army is blessed by Lord Sombron himself.
Damn you. Well then, is that all the power your dragon's got?
He is not yet at full strength. Not until the ritual.
Ritual?
The one by which we shall reignite his true glory. And for that, we need a sacrifice of sovereign blood. Blood thus offered will be yours.
What?
Father! Come on, Diamant. There's still time to rescue him.
You have lost this battle, former King of Brodia.
Well, he's not getting any lighter. Come on.
We know what to do, Your Majesty. See you later.
My father. They're trying to take him away!
We won't let them!
So you say, but you are wrong.
Princess Ivy!
Whatever the cost, you will hold them here, child.
Yes.
Oh, and Ivy. Don't forget that ring was given to you by our Lord Sombron. Your failure to protect it was a grievous one. It is your duty to reclaim the ring now, I take my leave to Elusia. Do not fail me again.
So, you want me to buy time for you as I die here? Very well. I die for you, Father.
You're not going to stop us.
We have to get King Morian back from them right now. We have to.
You've won. Please. Kill me.
No. I will not take your life.
Don't be naive. If I live, what's to stop me from hunting you down?
You can't return to Elusia after this. Your kingdom's through with you.
What gives you that idea?
If King Hyacinth had wanted you to survive, he would have given you an emblem ring. Besides, he had no need to stall us. The weather alone would have slowed us down. I don't understand it, but the king used you. He never meant for you to survive.
I suppose you're right.
Your father has already sacrificed your life. I won't do the same.
You will not grant me the release of death. How cruel, but you are my deity, and I respect your will. Could I ask you to forget that?
All right.
In exchange, I offer information. I will tell you where King Morian is being taken, and why.
Well, out with it.
My father intends to perform a ritual that will restore the Fell Dragon's power.
A ritual?
You see, though the Fell Dragon has been freed, his abilities are diminished. Imprisonment drained him. He is exhausted and can't transform into a dragon. Ideally, he would have all 12 rings, but securing them will take time. In the interim, Sombron decided to temporarily regain his powers through an ancient ritual, in which he consumes sovereign blood.
You can't mean my father.
But then, King Morian...
Yes. My father took him as an offering to Sombron. That was his aim from the start.
That's horrific.
The ritual will take place at Destinia Cathedral. You must hurry. And do be careful. Since the Fell Dragon's return, Father has not been himself.
I see.
That is the extent of what I know. Come, Zelkov. Kagetsu. Let us leave this place.
What are you going to do?
Whatever I can, without taking sides. If we meet again, Divine Dragon, I pray it is not as enemies.
Let's head to Elusia.
Yes, we have to hurry.
I bid you welcome to Destinia Cathedral. We're so happy to greet you, loathsome Divine Dragon.
Spare us your lies!
Alas, your presence indicates that Ivy lost her battle. A predictable outcome, of course. You don't appear to have taken her captive. I assume her body has been left for the birds.
You mean my sister is dead?
Where have you hidden King Morian?
All will be known in due time.
Tell us now!
Look, over there! There's someone beside the altar!
Can it be?
Diamant, it's father, he's alive!
Don't worry, Father. We're here to save you. Something's wrong. Father!
He's been...
It appears you were a few moments too late. As you can see, the ritual has been carried out.
Hyacinth! You bastard!
We have to leave at once. Call a retreat without delay.
We can't!
King Morian is beyond our aid.
What do you mean? You would have us leave our own father behind? I cannot! I will not abandon him here!
The only option is to fight Hyacinth. I won't flee after what he has done!
Diamant. Ulchrist.
Foolish, but I'm not a bit surprised.
The doors!
Yes, we're trapped within.
This grand cathedral will serve as your grave. Thanks to your impetuousness, you brought the rings unto my very hand.
Hyacinth! You? You're a monster. That's our father!
You're going to pay for this.
Here and now! So be it, Hyacinth. Now we fight!
We should be safe now.
Vale is Sombron's daughter, and now she has our emblem rings. I'm sorry, everyone. I should never have brought us to the cathedral.
It's not your fault, Divine One.
I should apologize. I asked you to let me fight. I was so angry about what they'd done.
What about me? I'm the one who wanted to return father to Brodia.
That was illogical.
Excuse me? If you hadn't gotten in the way...
Calm down, everyone. We're on the same side.
No, we're not. If not for her, we might have made it in time. We might have saved him.
Alchrist.
Princess Ivy told us about the ritual in the first place. Without her help, Father would still be one of those creatures.
Diamant? She helped kill our father. Why are you making excuses for her?
Princess Ivy's not to blame. Her father was. And the Fell Dragon murdered him. There wasn't even a body left behind.
Arguing won't get us anywhere.
Apologies, Divine One. Princess Ivy, I hope you'll forgive my brother. He spoke out of turn.
No, it's all right. I am sorry that I couldn't stop the ritual.
I can't bear the thought that I'll never see him again. And the ring he spent his whole life protecting. Gone.
We have suffered loss after loss. But the emblems aren't dead. We can still get them back. And we will. I know we will.
Divine One.
You still have emblems on your side. That's right. Don't forget about us.
Lynn. Lucina.
All is far from lost. We can offer our unique strengths as emblems.
You can still challenge your fate. You don't lose by retreating.
I wish it didn't come to this. My mother told me that a divine dragon should never run away.
We're not running away. As Lucina said, we're retreating. There's a difference. Time and again, you've shown true bravery, even in the face of daunting odds. But refusing to move on, that's not bravery, it's folly.
There's courage, and there's stubbornness. Lumera would have taught you the difference. Unfortunately, in your short time together, she didn't have the chance.
Perhaps that's why Marth said what he did outside the cathedral.
Probably so.
Now at least, I understand. We're not running away. We're stepping back. Gathering our strength for the next battle. I'll become a better fighter. A better leader. I'll make sure no one, not one more person, loses their life under my command. And I'll bring back our friends, the Emblems. What do you say, everyone? Are you with me?
You know I am. Let's turn the tables on them.
I won't rest until we reclaim what we've lost.
Even now you have hope. I will stand with you too, Divine One.
I will help too, if you'll have me.
Thank you, everyone. Now, to the Queendom of Solm. Stay with me, and I promise to keep you safe.
Ah! One of the corrupted!
The corrupted? Where?
Diamant, help!
Whew. Thanks for the save, Diamant. Sorry to trouble you like that.
No trouble at all. However, I must ask, how did that creature manage to overpower and frighten the Divine One?
It came out of nowhere. I just started running. I'm not really good with the corrupted.
Not good with them? You handle them in battle just fine.
It's different on the battlefield. I can spot them first, then steel myself before engaging. That last corrupted soldier got the drop on me. My guard was down. I'm an easy target for them outside of battle.
I don't follow.
Isn't there something that makes your skin crawl, Diamant?
I suppose hairy caterpillars can have that sort of effect on me.
Okay. Let's say you knew you were about to see a big caterpillar. You'd have a chance to prepare. Now, imagine you're eating dinner at home, and a caterpillar suddenly drops onto your plate. Wouldn't that startle you? Wouldn't you cry out in surprise?
I probably would.
That's what sneak attacks from the corrupted feel like. Caterpillars dropping on my plate.
I understand. Very clear explanation, Divine One.
That was a strange example, but I'm glad you followed it. Sorry you had to watch me struggle like that. How unflattering. I wish I was flawless like you, Diamant.
Flawless?
That's the most concerned I've ever seen you look, Diamant.
Oh, Divine One. I apologize. Didn't think anyone else was here.
What's that you're holding?
This is a medal my father gave me a while back. A commendation from the king.
From King Morian?
I was with our troops during an intense battle against Illusia. We found ourselves surrounded. We needed to make a quick retreat, so I took command out of sheer desperation. When we returned, Father gave me this medal. It felt like the first time he saw me as a leader, but occasionally, I wonder, was it my leadership that got us home? Or was it pure luck? Perhaps I didn't earn this.
So even the Crown Prince of Brodia suffers through moments of self-doubt.
Sorry to shatter the illusion. To protect my country's reputation, I must insist you keep this conversation private.
Of course. You saw me in a vulnerable moment with that corrupted soldier. So let's call it even. But I will say one thing. Knowing that you do have a vulnerable side makes me feel a bit closer to you. Vulnerability isn't always a bad thing.
You're a peculiar leader, Divine One. Divine One, are you training?
Yes. I can't shake this feeling that I'm not strong enough. The truth is, I'm worried, and I feel weak. How can I restore peace to the world in this state? What is it, Diamant?
It's just surprising. I never would have guessed that the Divine One had doubts like this.
Of course I do. I worry a lot. My plate is full, and caterpillars keep dropping on it. You know what I mean, right?
Yes. And I see what you meant earlier about vulnerability. I feel closer to you too.
Really? All of a sudden? But you've seen this side of me before. I fled from that corrupted soldier in such a panic.
I remember. What I mean is, you make me feel safe enough to discuss my deepest concerns. If it weren't for you, I might still be clutching that medal and thinking about my father. I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Divine One.
I feel the same way. I appreciate having an ally to confide in too. I suspect we have a lot in common.
You might be right.
Let's keep this up. We may seem guarded to the others, but I'll always be open to chat with you.
Divine One, is this a good time to talk?
Sure. What is it, Diamant?
I'd like for you to have this.
You're giving me a ring?
I am. It's made from the metal my father gave to me. I had it melted down and recast.
The metal from your father? Why would you do that? It was so important to you.
In Brodia, metals and tokens change form whenever they change hands. It's tradition.
I don't know about this. I couldn't possibly take something so precious from you.
You wanted us to keep relying on each other, right? And offer mutual support? Think of this as a reminder. I'll always be around when you need me.
I see.
So, will you accept the ring, Divine One?
Well, Diamant, I'm not sure I'm worthy of such a personal gift. I guess I'll just have to do everything I can to live up to this.
So you will accept it?
I will.
I'm glad to hear it, Divine One.
This is actually pretty funny. I have something I'd like to give you as well.
The Pact Ring?
I was planning on giving this to you soon, but you beat me to the punch.
But this ring is so important.
So is the ring you just gave me. There's no one I'd rather have by my side, Diamant. I won't take no for an answer.
Don't worry. I enjoy fighting beside you too much to turn this down. I accept your gift. Amazing. It's like I can feel the history of the Divine Dragons. The history of Lethos itself.
I feel the history of Brodia within your ring as well, Diamant.
It's changed in form between fathers and sons. But that item tells the story of my kingdom.
If we hope to add worthwhile stories of our own, we'd better help each other out.
I'm not worried. When we work together, there's nothing we can't do. I vow to protect you, Divine One. From this point on, I will always fight by your side.
Well. If it isn't the Divine Dragon and their merry band. Fancy running into you here.
It's you again! I know you. You're the wretch who stormed Firenze Castle!
Wretch? Not much of a greeting, that. But I guess the fault is mine for not properly introducing myself. You have my apologies for my man's actions in Firenze. I take responsibility for what he's done. Take comfort in the fact I killed him myself.
What?
As for who I am, my name is Zephyr. I am a mage dragon of great power, and Lord Sombron's humble servant in all things. As for my companions here, they are like family to me. Together, we are known as the Four Hounds.
You tell yourself that. She's a dragon, and the rest of us are humans. Family, she calls us. The name's Gris, and I'm not the prisoner-taking type.
Call me Marnie. I heard we'd be meeting some royalty today, but you look like a bunch of losers to me.
I'm Mauvier. The pleasure is all mine. Lady Vale has told us much about you.
I don't care what you call yourselves. You're in our way. Now stand aside! Come on, we can fight our way past them. Everyone, engage with emblems!
I have returned.
Hey, Zephyr. How'd the report to Lord Sombron go?
Bet he was mad we lost the rings, huh?
Very.
Knew it! So he's gonna punish us, right? Finally, yes.
In fact, no. It was a scolding, nothing more. He impressed upon me the gravity of our role.
That's all? He must really love us. Feels good to be appreciated.
Has Lady Vale woken up yet?
No. That spell you keep casting on her. This is getting reckless. We should dispense with the magic for now. Allow her to return to normal.
The spell will soon have a more stable effect. Lord Sombron gave me an enchanted helmet.
What?
For her to wear. A helmet imbued with his power that will amplify the spell I cast on her. Finally, I can erase the defect from existence. I intend to use it shortly. I would like to have some good news for my next meeting with Lord Sombron.
Speaking of news, our warships ran into the Divine Dragon's forces. No luck stopping them. Sounds like they're sailing to Elusia as we speak.
Moving faster than I expected.
Yeah. Only a matter of time before they're knocking at our door.
Oh! Want me to buy some time? I can do it!
Of course, dear. So good of you to volunteer. But I can't have you going all alone. Mauvier, you'll accompany her, won't you?
Very well.
What? Why? I'd be fine on my own.
You are good, of course. But you'd achieve even greater success with Mauvier at your side.
Well, okay. All the more praise for me then, right?
Zephyr, I ask one thing. Wait to cast your spell on Vale again until we return.
All right, Mauvier.
Then we depart.
We'll be back before you know it. Aww. you're gonna cut and run just like that?
Who's there?
Hello, it's me, your old pal Marnie. Oh, and Mauvier's here too.
We meet again.
I really wish you decided to stay and fight the corrupted. Would have been so much easier. But the divine chicken's afraid of them. Isn't that right?
The divine dragon was thinking only of what's best for everyone.
Yeah, whatever. Just shut up, will ya? You're annoying me. You guessed right. The port fell a long time ago. But I won't let you just walk away. Wait, how's this for a deal? Drop your emblem rings and you can go.
I don't think so.
I figured. Worth a shot though, right? Well, time to fight then. And don't worry, we brought lots and lots of the corrupted, just for you.
Tell me one thing first. Please, I need to know.
What?
Vale. Is she all right?
Lady Vale, she...
Shush, Mauvier. We didn't come here to blab secrets. Afraid we can't answer that, Divine One. Our lips are sealed. Tell you what, when this is over, I'll whisper it into your dead little ears. How's that?
We'd hoped to learn whatever we could from the people of this town. But with no one left alive, we're glad to get the truth out of you, one way or another.
Rings? They took the rings?
Marnie, we must retreat, now.
I can't go back. I'm just gonna get an earful from Lord Sombron. Or worse, Zephyr.
And after all your nonsense about being exempt from scolding. Now, let's hurry to Lady Vale.
Wait, tell me, is Vale all right?
Lord Sombron has given Zephyr a new kind of magic to use on Lady Vale. If she does, the true Lady Vale will never awaken again. The others think this is a happy outcome, but I have always worried for her safety.
You really do want to protect her, don't you?
I have said too much. Marnie, I am returning now, with or without you.
You can't just leave me. Hey, wait up!
Is it a good idea to just let them go?
We took back the rings. Besides, I have a feeling that Vale is going to need him right at her side.
What? You let them take 2 of our rings?
I apologize.
See, we figured if we stole a couple rings, you'd be proud of us.
There's no point stealing theirs if we keep losing ours, you morons!
I'm sorry, okay? But Lord Sombron will understand. We're his favorites after all. He's not gonna scold us for losing a couple rings.
Marnie.
Yes?
You should have done as I ordered. No more and no less. I cannot protect you this time.
Me? It's your fault we lost the Ring of the Holy Knight!
I was following Lady Vale's orders. Do you mean to suggest she is at fault?
Well, no, but...
I will not make excuses. If punishment is due, give it to me.
You?
Marnie was merely seeking your praise. I am to blame. I should have stopped her.
What a selfless display. To see you show care for a fellow hound. I'm touched. Or perhaps you fear what I'll do to Lady Vale if I'm angry. Alas, it's too late. I've already cast the spell.
What? You promised to wait until our return.
I meant to, I really did. But then the defect awoke. I had no choice. And don't speak to me of promises. You have broken your vow to Lord Sombron. As the head of this family, I must punish my children when they misbehave.
Punish? What are you gonna do?
Marnie, run!
I don't think so.
Look at that. Both out cold. Seemed painful, too.
Stop your salivating. You have work to do, and I'm leaving.
What should I do with them?
Oh, they'll come crawling back. They have nowhere to be but at my side. I trust you won't be distracted from the task I gave you. Even as they inflict pain upon you, pay attention. There mustn't be the slightest doubt.
I know. I've got to see if that loser is Lord Sombron's kid.
Divine Dragon.
Mauvier, it's you.
I overheard your conversation about being Lord Sombron's child. If that is true, then I urge you to help Lady Vale.
What? You're not here to stop us?
All this time, Lady Vale has been sustained by a desire to meet her sibling. If she sees you, she will be saved. I know it.
I'd like to support her, like my friends here have supported me. Vale, the true Vale, has been a friend to us. But we don't know where she is.
She is traveling with Lord Sombron to the land of Lethos.
Lethos? But why?
You will have to trust me. I can explain on the way.
What do you think?
Let's go with him.
Our ship is docked here.
Thank you for escorting us.
Mauvier! All ready, like you asked. Feel free to tell me how great I am. Wait a minute. What's the Divine Dragon doing here?
Marnie?
What do you want? We don't have any more rings.
There are circumstances that require we travel together to Lethos.
Huh?
Divine Dragon. After Marnie and I lost the rings, Zephyr disciplined us. To an unjust extreme. So, on my honor, I will not betray you once at sea. I will deliver you safely to Lethos. Will you trust me?
I will. Take us to Lethos.
What? Why would you help them? They're not our friends, they're enemies!
The Divine Dragon should meet with Lady Vale.
We have no reason to fight, as long as you don't start trouble.
I know a threat about not threatening people when I hear one. Mauvier, what's happening?
You will hear details once we're aboard. If that is unsatisfactory, then you may remain here.
Hey! What? Fine. Okay. Temporary truce until I get back to Zephyr and the others in Lethos.
So be it. Let us go, Divine Dragon.
Okay.
You're Lord Sombron's child? What?
Yes.
So that means you're the sibling Lady Vale has been looking for all along? And that's why we're headed to Lethos. Hang on, does Gris know about this?
He's the one who told me.
Gris picked a fight at Elugia Castle to verify the truth, even surrendering a ring to do so.
What? Nobody told me that was the plan!
Why are Sombron and Vale going to Lethos?
It's about Gradlon, the Fell Dragon's land lost under the sea. He intends to restore it.
To restore that unholy land? My word.
What more do you know about this, Vander?
Gradlon sank beneath the waves 1,000 years ago. It was, of course, Sombron's land. Gradlon was a wicked place, one as much as Lethos is holy.
To raise and revive it, Sombron needs to destroy the Divine Dragon Shard in Lethos. That shard is what chains Gradlon beneath the waves. Lord Sombron finds it problematic.
So, you're saying that Sombron's greatest desire is to restore Gradlon?
Far from it. His desire, if such a word is fitting for Lord Sombron, is to invade other worlds.
Other worlds?
The continent of Elios is only a stepping stone. He plans to extend himself everywhere.
There are other worlds, and he wants to rule them all. How is that even possible?
I'm well beyond what I know for certain. Lord Sombron has shared little of this with me. I can say, Lady Vale is a pawn in service of his greater ambitions.
Please, tell me anything more you know. I've heard that Vale's called a defect. What does that even mean?
Well, as a start, dragon royalty should be able to summon emblems. She cannot. Lord Sombron learned this recently, soon after his revival when reunited with Lady Vale. His children all fought in the war, but she, his youngest, never saw battle. Or any emblems.
She told me we met once, all that time ago.
You were among her many siblings. They all, in time, died fighting in the war. All save for you. Then Sombron was imprisoned, and Lady Vale's mother died, leaving her alone. She could find no friends in an age when it was rumored a last Fell Dragon child had survived. Lady Vale lived in hiding, knowing that were she discovered, she would be killed.
1,000 years living like that. All alone that whole time?
Not exactly. A few centuries ago, she came into contact with worshippers of the Fell Dragon. In their care, she slept in a hidden temple until Lord Sombron's release. She had been, long ago, close with those in that temple. But when she recently awoke...
They were all dead, weren't they?
So Lady Vale was relieved, even overjoyed, to find herself reunited with Lord Sombron. He detested her, and proclaimed her a defect, lacking a Fell Dragon's abilities and character. Sombron required her obedience, however, so he ordered Zephyr to tamper with her nature. Lady Vale may have thought she was no longer alone, but she's never been more so. Ever.
How awful.
What is it, Marnie? Is it the waves? Are you seasick?
No! I'm trying not to cry! But I never knew Lady Vale's life was so sad. I thought I was the one with the tragic story. I should have maybe been nicer to her. Probably.
You have never told me of your past, Marnie.
I mean, you know, happens all the time. I was just abandoned by my mom, that's all. I had a lot of brothers, and she decided she didn't need a girl. Which is weird, since I was way superior to those useless jerks, even back then. I mean, I was better at helping her, but she never said thank you, or good job, or anything. The first time we went for a walk, just us, so she could find somewhere to dump me. Imagine, my hand in hers, and we're strolling from place to place. She left me at a church.
I can't believe it.
It's fine. The priest was nice. As long as I helped free Lord Sombron, I got lots of thank yous. Eventually, I met Zephyr and joined the Hounds. See? Lady Vale's story is so much sadder.
Zephyr filled out the 4 hounds with devout followers of the Fell Dragon.
Did that include you, Mauvier?
Yes. I was there at the hidden temple where Lady Vale slept. When she awoke, I was there to speak with her. She, a royal dragon, asked me to be her friend. I said it was impossible. Lady Vale then asked if I could offer my service to her as a knight.
And you accepted?
That I could not refuse.
It's a big deal to be handpicked like that by royalty. Who would have thought? You made her knight? That's just cool. I mean that, Mauvier. That's really cool.
Should you wish, I am sure Lady Vale would also accept you as her knight.
What? No way. I don't want to work with you that much. No praise, no thank yous. I hate you.
Is that so?
Besides, I already belong somewhere. I need to get back to Zephyr. Since you're helping the Divine Dragon, you're probably gonna get kicked out of the Hounds.
I expect as much.
Yeah, well, I like being one of the 4 Hounds. As soon as we're off this boat, we're enemies.
You do hate me, after all. So surely you'll be happier.
Right. So, yes. I'm done talking. This is a waste of my time.
Mauvier, thank you for telling us all of that. When we find Vale, I hope you will do what you think is best for her, even if that means we'll cross blades again.
I shall.
What's happened to Lethos? The land. It's fallen to rot and ruin.
A sure sign of Gradlon's return, or that our foes are now destroying the Divine Dragon Shard.
We have to stop Sombron. Where is the shard?
It's in the castle. Queen Lumera's home.
Who would have thought we'd return here to see everything come to this? I know you're here, Sombron! Show yourself!
Ah, the Divine Dragon has arrived. Or should I call you the Divine Imposter? You've arrived earlier than expected. How did you know where to find us? My other two children haven't even caught up to us yet.
I assume you mean us.
Why are you with them?
You two brought them here? And betrayed us? Unbelievable.
Please, no! You have it wrong!
Wrong? Looks pretty clear to me.
This is my doing. I want Lady Vale to meet with the Divine Dragon. I might have even forced them to come, but it wasn't necessary. Marnie had no part in this.
Mauvier.
Return to the hounds, Marnie.
But...
Do not hesitate. Go now.
Marnie, welcome back. But Mauvier, what will we do with you? I'm willing to forgive and forget if you can explain yourself. We are family, after all.
What nonsense. I know you're going to punish me, but Lady Vale will see the Divine Dragon.
You rude, self-serving.
I don't mind. I was just thinking I'd like to talk to the Divine Dragon myself.
Vale, what's happened to you?
It's good to see you again.
What did you do to Lady Vale?
I told you about Lord Sombron's enchanted helmet. My spell has now truly taken hold.
Vale, do you know who I am?
Why, you're my dear long-lost brother. What a happy reunion. What the... This is what you've been trying to do to her? Can the other Lady Vale return?
No, never. Not as long as that helmet remains attached and intact. That other side of her is dead.
Dead?
Oh, please, you should be delighted. You don't have to talk to the defect anymore.
Zephyr, I know about Vale's past. Do you? You were alive way back then.
What?
I mean, I didn't know. When I helped you with all of these awful things, Lady Vale was all alone for so long. And she was so excited to see her family again. She never got to enjoy it. Now she never will. It's all so terrible.
What is this, Marnie?
Zephyr, I loved it when you gave me praise. I loved it when you said we were family. I loved belonging somewhere. I loved the four hounds. But this has gone too far. I have to do what I know is right. Praise or no praise.
Marnie?
I'm going to free Lady Vale. I'm going to break that helmet to pieces!
No! Stop!
Marnie, that was simply pathetic. An attack like that couldn't put a scratch on Father's gift. I swung with all my strength, and it did nothing? I take it you were trying to free me, fool that you are. But as it turns out, you have failed in your attempt. Oh.
I ordered you to stop, did I not? Such a bad girl. You are a very naughty child. If only you had done as I had said.
Marnie!
Here. I'm sorry. I tried to save her, but in the end, I guess I wasn't strong enough. If she's ever her old self again, will you tell her something for me? Please tell her that she's done so well.
Don't go. Please. Marnie!
Oh, did she die in your arms? How very tragic.
What a waste. Got killed for nothing.
Mauvier, I'm curious. What are some of your favorite things?
Pardon? Why would you wish to know?
I've decided to give you a gift as a token of my gratitude.
A gift from the Divine Dragon? For what reason? Perhaps you are mistaken about who I am.
You are Vale's knight, yes? Vale is alive today because of your actions. She is my only sibling, and I cannot thank you enough for protecting her. Do you understand why I might want to reward you for such service?
I understand. However, knowing I have your gratitude is reward enough.
Only my gratitude?
I am pleased you value my efforts to aid the Lady Vale. I am not a good person. As your former enemy, I am unworthy of your praise. Pardon me. I am needed elsewhere.
Mauvier, you don't... I've been thinking about how you said you are not a good person. I heartily disagree. For example, I've watched you go out of your way to help people in town.
My past actions serve as evidence that I am otherwise. I strive now only for penance. I once wished to live a humble life. I followed the Fell Dragon as I was taught. That path led to my becoming the enemy of many. Most notably, you.
But those days are gone.
Anything I say will be a weak excuse for my part in my own downfall. I failed to stop Lady Vale, or the rampage of the Four Hounds. So long as I bear those sins, I am unworthy of redemption or forgiveness. My acts of kindness toward the people of this town are only a selfish attempt at atonement. Any words of praise from anyone, especially you, give me no pleasure. Only suffering.
How long do you expect your penance to last?
I do not know. I do not think my work will be done. Even after death, I am guilty of too much to hope otherwise.
May I join you as you help the village today?
Pardon me? It is inappropriate for the Divine Dragon to help with such menial tasks.
I disagree.
You are a strange one. Why do you feel you must be so kind to me?
Well, I realized something after spending time with you. We have quite a bit in common.
Impossible. You have never engaged in villainy.
We are, each of us, unable to resist offering a helping hand to those in need. Our only difference? You momentarily strayed from the path, but now you are home.
Are you making excuses for my actions?
You can't forgive your past mistakes precisely because you're a good person. The only fault I can see in your character is that you don't believe you can be good. You don't need to burden yourself with shame or seek atonement. All you need to do is trust your friends and stand by their side. Please trust me, Mauvier. I want nothing more than to help you.
I have made so many mistakes that I have long told myself I am beyond redemption. Yet, you make me question my way of thinking. Perhaps the Divine Dragon understands who I am better than I do myself.
Of course not.
I accept your offer of help in the village. That is, if you are still willing.
Let's get to it.
What an odd sensation. My chest feels warm.
That's happiness. A feeling you deserve. and one you are about to give to others.
With the Divine Dragon by my side, anything is possible. Thank you. I would never have found my way without you. Thank you for your help today, aiding in the relief of these troubled people.
Guiding the lost, mediating conflicts. A lot has happened today.
Tiring work, but worth it to see people smile. I've realized my charitable acts were always penance to alleviate my own pains. No more.
I do see you smile more than you used to. It's a wonderful thing, seeing you heal.
I can trust myself and others, unlike before. And it is trust that has helped me to find peace. It is because of you that I have found this truth about myself.
Oh?
Is my statement so odd?
Not at all. I was just thinking how nice it is to hear that you are happy. I have been considering something. No, perhaps not.
Did you just hide something?
No, not at all. I've not hidden anything. Oh, no.
Is this the pact ring? Why would you risk having something so valuable here?
I was...
Huh? Divine One, do you mean to... Will you give me this ring?
Huh? This ring marks a bond between myself and someone I consider very dear to me. Asking for this ring is saying you wish to be my partner. Is that what you want?
Indeed. You saved me, body and soul. At first, I was thankful. Then the feeling grew. You became quite special to me. When I saw the pact ring, just now, I finally acknowledged those feelings. I realized I should be the one beside you.
Mauvier.
However, I fear I am not worthy of this ring. Not in this moment, but I will be someday. Will you consider my request?
You know, I've almost offered you this ring once or twice before.
Huh?
You are brave, fierce, and loving. Your kind heart is why I'm drawn to you. Still, I could never work up the courage. I'm so glad you asked. I wonder what Vale would think of this.
Lady Vale recently mentioned that she cares about us both, and our happiness.
Did she? How very Vale to see what neither of us would admit. Well then, it is time for me to muster my courage after all. Mauvier, please accept this ring and become my partner.
I accept, and I am honored.
I hope you will cherish this ring and our bond forever and always.
I shall, Divine Dragon. I thought I would never feel happiness. Now I know nothing else. I will always be by your side.